Alright guys, welcome back to a new series yet again on the channel. Today we are doing an Unterhatching Youth Academy only series, right? They have good training facilities, good youth facilities, adequate academy coaching and average youth recruitment. So we're not going for the best academy to begin with. It's definitely an academy. And I've already brought up some players for us to have a look at. Let's put them in a team here, right? Players that are going to get first team football for us. 17-year-old Konstantin Haida. He's 17. He started at the club. He's going to be our starting goalkeeper. He has decent stats for it. Fullback, we're going to have Dennis Weidner, 22 years old. He did not start at the club, but of course he is a good player and he's young, so that'll help us. Ben Schlicke, he's 17 years old and his stats look great for a centre back. Left footed, so we're going to play him on the left hand side, and he's going to be crucial for the next few years. Niels Ortel is our next guy. His first touch isn't that great, so we're probably going to play him as a centre defender. His marking isn't great either, so he's going to have a lot to work on. Let's actually. He can play ball playing defender because his passing and technique's great. Don't get me wrong. So we're just going to have to work on his defending ability. Henning here is on loan from Bayern, but he is 16 and he could be alright. Of course, I'm not allowed to sign a single player since we're going from the academy only. Victor Zentric is going to be our ball winning midfielder because he's not the greatest at heading the ball. You know, he's not too strong, so he's going to be playing in there. We have Dejan Jovanovic, who is not fast by whatever means, but he is 15 years old and started at the club. I know he's a regen, but apparently they can spawn at the start of games. Just trying to remember the name of the guy I had here. It was Noah Simic, and I was going to play him inside forward off this side. And inverted winger attack was on this side. Noah Gabriel Simic looks pretty decent as a winger off this side, but I'm not really a fan of the winger role. So he's going to be playing inside forward here. Decent all round. He just needs some work. His passing's quite low, but yeah, he'll get there. On the left hand side was this little chappy, Alexander Luthard. He has good crossing, dribble, and first touch. He's decently fast, so I decided he'll fit fine off this inverted winger attack role. Striker wise, I've not actually seen any of our strikers to see if there's any decent young ones. I was looking at these two. That's the ones I was looking at. Dominique Gertler. He's got good finishing. His composure is not there at all, so we are going to take control of that and work double intensity on his composure because that's what you need. Other side, Jorg Schwartz, 15, another regen. He's going to be advanced forward for us. He's very small. His balance is bad, but he's got good finishing for his age and could develop into something good. So that is probably the team we're going to be running with. Decent players all around. Max Lambie is actually our player. I could play him over Henning. I wouldn't mind that. He could develop and we could sell him on. So yeah, I wouldn't expect to see these guys around at the end of the series, but they are definitely good players who will help massively at the start here. So we're just gonna make our tactic. Work ball into box. our boys were quite small at the top. I was going to say slow, they're quite small. I want a little press going on, and I want us to roll it out. I want a higher line. I wouldn't say much higher. This is kind of how I like to play. I like advance forward on attack. Tackle harder. And roam from position on him is good. Fullbacks. I'm never sure what to put on my fullbacks, so I like that. I don't want to put anything else on them because of the level we're at. Like, I've already got a load down the left there. I'm not sure if they'd be able to. I'm going to put dribble more on my centre backs here because I do trust them a little bit. Maybe that's a mistake, but I do trust them a little bit. Ivanovic here is going to get dribble more as well. Although he's slow, maybe I'll take that off him. Yeah, maybe I'll take that off him. I'll give him dribble more Zentrich. Simic here is going to be playing off this right hand side, and Lutard is also going to be doing the exact same role but from inverted winger. With that seems to be our squad. You can see the potential our squad already has. I don't know what let's actually check what he's rated to be as. Surely sometimes they say like has potential to be first team, but it doesn't seem like he does. So that is how we're looking. We did see our facilities. Hopefully by the end of this season we will have that done and dusted. So I'm going to go to the youth intake. Yep, this is going to go fast, right? We're going to have a season and episode, which is a whole season. Like, the youth intake's going to be right in the middle of this. And we're just going to go for it, right? So many seasons done in however long it takes us. So I'll see you at the youth intake. Alright, boys, we are back at the youth intake day. We have 4 elite talents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 top talents and 4 good talents. We're not really into these decent talents, so let's start here. Levis Unversucht. His physicals are alright. His cross and dribbling's quite poor. Probably won't make it. No Carb. Nope. Paul Fick, sorry. Not for me. And Ayaz Oysal. He'd be alright. I don't mind him. He's decent. We'll keep him around. Okay, on the way up we have Sergio Paras. We've got a very defensive kind of youth intake so far. So this guy is decent. I don't mind him. Thomas Mayer. Nah, he's not. He's not it. Right, Elvis Jakinac, Bosnian. His dribbling's not great, but I don't mind that. Penalty taken 1. If we get in a penalty shootout, we're done for. Zoran Bakic. Meh, he's very defensive. Hans Kammermeyer. No tackling. Again, it's not great. Okay, right. 4.5 star player. Malt Opolka. Put him on inverted winger attack, and his mentals are letting him down. Other than that, he's actually pretty decent. He's 16, he can definitely grow. Right, Thomas Tremel, and then we're on to the big boys. I like him. He can defend, playing that DM role for me. Bit weak, but he's 15. He might get to us. Right. Marcus Musig. Pretty slow. He'll get there. He's 15. Good balance. We can work on his anticipation, decisions, off the ball, attacking movement, development style. He's going to have good passing technique. His finishing's kind of low, but that's alright. He's good. He's good. Fabian Eastel could easily be a defensive midfielder. Easily. He's good. Very good. Should be checking there. He's consistent. Yes, he's great. He's great. What was Musig? Because these are the boys that are really going to make it. He's a bit injury prone, a bit inconsistent. Alright. So that's Eastel, Aikut Koban. Another midfielder. How do we like him? Very much. Love him. He's great. Okay. That's good. That's good to know. And then a goalkeeper. He's not got a great aerial reach because he is quite short, but he's 15. His first touch is poor, his position's poor. He's not fast, but he's got reflexes. Alright. So I think we're going to sign up these 4. We're going to sign up everyone, apart from Norman Otto. And maybe, not Paras, maybe Universt and Korb. We probably won't sign up these 2, or these 3. But everyone will be signed up. By the way, team's doing excellent so far. Got 8 games left. I'll see you after these 8 games. We'll look over how the players have developed so far this season. And the players that we did sign up from this youth intake. So I'll see you at the end of the season. Season 1 has come to an end, and our young boys have they've done pretty well. They've finished in 5th place here. 5th place in the first season, only 3 points off automatic promotion. Stats wise, let's look at the profile. We did not have anyone overperforming, like top of the league, anything like that. But we did have a lot of development from our youngsters, like Jorg Schwartz, who at the start of the season obviously is a regen. He spawned in because there wasn't enough players or whatever at the club, and he looks pretty decent for 2-star ability. He's got great pace, his finishing's good, he's getting those mental attributes up, and he looks like a good advanced forward for our level. So next season he will hopefully be extremely good. If we go look at progress, this is where he started last season, and he's gone up a fair amount. Pretty well done for him. Oh, let's just come out of that and go back into it, and then look at attribute wise. His first touch started at 10. It's now at 11. His heading is now at 6. Acceleration at 15. Which one's his finishing? Off the ball is at 13. Finishing was 12. It's now 13. So he's developed pretty well. For a striker, this was Stefan Frangen. He did not play a lot of games. He came in January from the youth academy. He's got pretty decent crossing. His physicals are going to get better and better as he gets older. His mentals are good, and he's good at defending as well. This guy could be the all-rounder that we need at right back. So he's excellent. He is inconsistent, it says here, but I think he was pretty good going to that last stage of the season. 6.91. Outperformed his ex-assists, so gotta be happy there. And now, the main man, Alexander Luthard. If you look how he has developed, it's been excellent. Excellent development. He's got 15 decisions. Actually, let's look at his progress here. His attributes have gone mental. Everything has gone up, and you've got to give it to him. He started away down here last August. He's gone up crazy amounts. He's an excellent player, and he's going to give us a little bit of money when he leaves. Hopefully not next season. We've got to hope it's not next season that he leaves, because we could use him for another season. He could take us to promotion next year, along with his winger friend Noah Gabriel Simic, who's another excellent winger from the inside forward role. He has 7 assists, 6 goals, 6.69 average rating. He's currently wanted by Heidenheim, Dusseldorf, Bochum, and Nuremberg, all of which are Bundesliga 2 or Bundesliga teams. And he's pretty decent. He's pretty good, guys. Right, Ben Schlick, our best defender, the left footer, he is excellent. He's so good. Now, we're trying to keep these players for this season so they can gain value in the next season when hopefully we go up a division, right? And this is one of them. He's going to get us at least £2 million, I think. Andy Brewer, we put out on loan. He developed pretty well. I don't think he's going to stay around. Like, he's good. He'll go out on loan again because I've got no use for him. Henning, he came off the bench 25 times. He's not our player, but he developed really well. This guy, we're going to have to fit him in. He's out on loan right now. Aaron Keller, 20 years old, excellent. Like, very good player. But again, we didn't use him, so we're going to have to find a space for him. Dejan Jovanovic, another regen who started at the club. He had 4 acceleration and 5 pace, I think it was. He's gotten a bit faster. His physicals are looking better. His mentals are good. We need his marking to go up, and he'll be an excellent DM for next season. But again, he came up in January because he was too young to play, because you have to be 16 to play in these leagues. So 15, he was too young. Our other centre back, Niels Ortel, currently wanted by Empoli and Salento, which are two pretty good teams. Probably not to start for them, but he's a good player. We just need his physicals to improve a bit. It'd be nice to have some heading or first touch on him, but he's a good player as well. Our goalkeeper, he's been very good. 6.90 at 17, 18 years old throughout this season. He's a good player. Obviously, we have a young guy coming through the academy who is going to challenge him for that spot. But this guy's good. He's been good all season. Victor Zendrick, I've not seen much of him, to be honest. He's been injured a lot of the time. Let's look at his... How do you see injury history? Damaged cruciate ligaments, 5 months. He's been out. Yeah, not seen much of him. Littig, is just not too good. His marking's too low to be our DM. So we've not been using him too much. He has had to step in because of the injury to Zentric, but that wasn't the idea for me when I started. Max Lambie played left back for us for 33 games this season. Hasn't really grown. He's not developed, and he's a bit old now, so maybe we'll be looking to our academy for some younger players. Now, is there any players who we think could get first team football next year? I would say this guy, but his 3 finishing is just not it for me. He's going to have to develop a bit more. I do like this guy, or his counterpart. Trying to find him. This guy, as a ball winning midfielder, he'd be pretty good. I would consider him coming to play top tier football for us. This guy is wanted by Firth already, but we're going to want him to be our goalkeeper at some point, so gotta keep him around. See what we're trying to do here. We're playing the youth players. Like, I locked them in all season. This is what I was doing. Have them set up in a saved bit called boys, and just like that I've been putting them in and playing every game like that, and they managed to finish in 5th place, so hopefully season 2 will go much better, and I'll see you in the next episode of the youth only Unterhaching career. Alright guys, welcome back to the Youth Academy only FM 24 save. Right, so we had some transfers out because we had Julian Kugel left because he was upset. Robin Littig I decided to let go. And then the big one, who I thought was going to be a big player for us, left for 500k to Eintracht Frankfurt. Aaron Keller, has gone away to Eintracht Frankfurt. Decent money for us, not a lot, but he came back on loan. We're not really going to use him that much. We'll just see what happens. Niels Ortel, he left to Salernitana for 230k, and he is out on loan at Würzburger Kickers, who are in our league. We will see them this season. So, player-wise, we have Lithard still here. He is locked in at the left wing. Actually, I'll show you on this screen how we are going to be developing some players this season. Players we'll be focusing on are here. We have Jörg Schwartz, who is developing very nicely already. He scored 4 goals in 6 games. Dominique Gertler is not doing developing too much, but he scored 2 and assisted 2. Noah Gabriel Simic, he's doing just fine. We'll sell him on in a couple seasons, 5 goals, 1 assist. The same with Luthard, he is actually wanting to leave already. I've promised him I'd sell him for £1.9 million. That's a lot of money for us. Ikat Koban came through our youth intake last season, and we're playing him as a ball-winning midfielder. He's played all 4 games, not too well, but he will develop into a beast, I think. Dejan Jovanovic is our other DM. He's pretty good. He's gotten faster, which is great. And he's developing pretty well, but he's on holiday, of course. We have Frang in here, started at the club. He's developed very well already, and will keep developing. Our captain, Ben Schlick, is wanted by Como and Udinese. We're going to try to keep him as long as possible, because he's our absolute GOAT. Great centre-back to have. Max Lambie, he's not the greatest, but he's our only left-back right now. And Haida, who we are starting. Alright then, fixture-wise, we won 6-3, 2-0, 2-1. We lost 2-1, we won 2-1 against Stuttgart to beat Würzburger Kickers, who had our boy that we sold, and we won 4-1. So, with that, I'll see you at the youth intake, and we'll see what happens if we get anyone good. Nothing else has really gone on at the club. I'll see you then. Okay, the youth intake for Season 2 has arrived. We have David Mandelkov in it, the only elite talent of the bunch. And we're going to start here because I am not signing any 2-star little rubbish players, right? So, Jean Abadi, no, not for me. Marko Begic, unambitious, not for me. Okay, good start, good start. Left winger, 5 passing, nope. And a goalie. We'll sign the goalie. We'll sign the goalie. You don't get much of those, but he isn't supposed to be very good, so we'll keep an eye on him. Alright, Jakob Thiel. He's not the best, but we'll sign him up. Yasmin Mihanovic on the left wing. Seems decent. Yeah, not bad. Georges Kouami, 4.5 stars. Driven. 20 determination. Fair enough, pal. His passing's low, his dribbling's low. Where do we play him? How's his pressing forward support? How is that? His aggression's good. His concentration's so bad. I don't know where we play this guy. Not really got space for him. We'll figure it out eventually. Rafal Jop. Mate. He's poor. He's poor. Okay. David Mandelkov is the main man apparently. I don't want to train their positions, right? Because that takes away from their potential, obviously. But he's unambitious with 16 determination. He's consistent though. Okay, I do like him. He's got great technique, passing, first touch, good finishing, 19 flair, be great on the ball. Right footed. Alright, so tell me what you think in the comments of that youth intake. I am not too happy with it. There's not really any players that I am knocked on that we're going to use. Like, I'm locked in on them. None there. I'll see you at the end of the season, right? We'll go over how the team performed, because we're currently sitting in first place. So, how the team performed, player development, and player sales. Yep, player sales. Look forward to that in just a second. That's right, everybody. Unterhaching have gotten promotion in their second season of the Youth Academy Only Challenge, with 22 wins, 10 draws, and 6 losses. Well, schedule wise, most of those wins came at the start of the season, and we got to the end, we were struggling. Just managed to beat Braunschweig, who finished second. Well, we didn't beat them, we drew with them on the last day of the season to make sure we got the title, because we would have lost it on goal difference. Alright, let's look at some transfers, because we did lose a couple players. No, that's old stuff. We got to here, I think. So, by Boipelo Mashigo, he left permanently. We lost Alexander Lutard for £3 million, so that helped the club out massively. He did come back on loan because they offered it. I'm not going to go out and loan players. They offered it, so I accepted it because he was already at the club. So he's gone now £3 million into the club's bank account. 2 players who don't really matter too much. And then Noah Gabriel Simic, our other good winger, has sold to St. Pauli for £1 million, and again loaned back to the club. And of course, I didn't play them too much. I promoted some new players, new faces to the team that we can have a look at now. So let's sort it by who I was locking in. Not much changed. Let's start with the goalie, where we have Konstantin Haide still here. He's still getting better and better. He conceded more goals this season, I think, but his average rating is still pretty good. So if we check his progress, you can see this was at the start of the year, and he's clearly gotten better, way better throughout the year. Dropped off a little, but attribute-wise, he started off 13 handling. He's actually I can't see where that is. I think it's still 13, but on the upside of 13, so he probably hit 14 in the next season. He started off 13 agility as well, but he's got 14 of that. He's had a great improvement. He had 7 concentration. He has now hit 9 concentration. He's just growing, right? And just like most of the players in this squad. So we'll move over to Frangen, who you can clearly see has grown. I don't know, the comparison isn't doing too much to show how good the player has gotten. You can see his work rate went crazy high there. It started, well, 11, so it would have started at 10. But yeah, they just keep improving, and it's great. It's really great. He had a great season, 11 assists, 7.06. That helped him grow massively. You can see his crossing's good, his marking's good, his tackling's good. He's going to be a top player, a really top player. So we hope we can keep him as long as possible. Ben Schlick, he's going to be key in our next season. In the second Bundesliga, he is currently wanted by Ulm, who are actually finished below us in the league. You can see he really improved from that first season, 7.01. His stats really haven't grown that much. I'm pretty sure at one point he had 16 jump and reach, so maybe he's gone down a bit there. But that's alright, he looks pretty good. Next up, a newcomer for this season, Aikut Shaban, 16 years old. He started at 1.5 star. He's definitely gotten way better. His physicals look much, much better. We can compare it to earlier on in the video, maybe even last video. But this guy is phenomenal. He got 6.74. He underperformed his goals scored. He underperformed his expected assists. That means he did really well from where he was playing. Ball winning midfielder. He is the man. He'll have a good season next year, alongside his DM partner, Dejan Jovanovic. Now, obviously, his marking isn't the greatest. We'll put him on his role that he's going to be playing for us. He's improved his pace once again. His physicals are looking much better. His stamina's good. His jump reach is good. His strength is getting there. He's just not the fastest. His teamwork work rate. He's a workhorse with no pace, and we love that. He's good. He's good. Right. Newcomers to the side. Well, we'll go over Jorg Schwartz first. Jorg Schwartz, 23 goals this season. What a player. He was brilliant. He was brilliant all round. He just doesn't have the dribbling or the passing, work rate, balance, stamina, but everywhere else he is going to keep us up next season. If we can keep a hold of him, he keeps us up. Easy peasy, no doubt about it. Right. Next up, we have Pick. Now, Pick came through the... Did he come through last season? I'm not sure if he came through last season. Maybe he was already here. But the Polish winger only has 3 finishing, but he got a goal and 2 assists from 12 games this season. His physicals are good. It is a bit of a weak spot for us though, going into this next season with Kaglar Koch, our left winger now, after our other boy left. Let's remind ourselves, Lutard. He left, and then Kaglar decided it was his job to step up, and he did relatively well. 2 goals, 3 assists. His average rating was pretty low though. And then we had Philip Schorn, our other striker, was not performing. Let's get him up. Dominique Gertler, he was not performing as desired, as desired, he was performing pretty well. I just didn't think he was progressing how he liked, and Philip Schorn said he was better than him in this position. So he just needs his physicals to improve. And overall, he will be a great player. He's consistent. He's committed. He's fairly professional. He's going to grow up. So that is how the team is progressing. Here we have players who are almost ready. We have Opolka, who maybe I'd prefer in this left wing spot to Kaglar Koch. I'm not sure, but he will get promoted next season. Amar Skrjelj, he could also come back for this left wing spot. That's a strong point of our youth academy, is these attackers. We don't really have defenders coming through. We have this goalie. His aerial reach has actually gone down. Maybe he needs game time, but he has been injured, so that's probably why it's gone down. So you can see we have some good players to our relative situation coming through. And hopefully they'll just keep growing and growing. I don't know. I don't think they'll let us improve anything youth-wise here. We can check. Let's sim a couple days. And in saying that, if you guys want to put in the comments down below who you think your player of the season is, because it'd be great to know who is a favourite around the club and stuff. Arrange bench slick to get a contract. Whoever your favourite is, I would love to know, so that we can think about new contracts and stuff. You know the drill. Oh, right. Yes, get the players on my side, ready for a big season next year. Big season. We got one increased. Coaching budget is gonna increase. Oh, we got a youth recruitment upgrade as well. And let's check for facilities. This is probably not gonna happen, but there we are. Alright, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, we are going to be in the Bundesliga 2 next season with these great players like Jorg Schwartz. And the youth academy will keep getting better, so let me know if you guys enjoyed and who your favourite is, and I'll see you in Season 3 of the Youth Academy Only Challenge. Alright boys, Season 3 is here, and we have started quite poorly, but to be fair, it's what you'd expect from this challenge since we got promoted. We currently have 2 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses. So, we started the season with a 3-0 loss to Schalke before beating Munster 3-1. Got knocked out of the Pokal, which we actually were not in last year. Not next year. We weren't taking part in the competition last year, so that's great. We went unbeaten in the league throughout August, thanks to a 2-all draw against Osnabrück, 1-1 against Braunschweig, and a 2-1 win against Regensburg. But since then, we haven't won a game. We lost 2-1 to Union Berlin, 2-1 to Magdeburg, a 4-all draw with Darmstadt, and a 1-0 loss to St. Pauli. Now this summer we did not have any outs of notice. Nothing really went on. This is how we are playing. Let me just put in... Yep, it was just the left back that was wrong there. So we're playing this. We have Haida in goals, Frangen on the right back. Jovanovic I've moved into centre back so we can get new boy Tanner trained as a ball winning midfielder. He should be pretty decent. His physicals are great. He's got aggression, bravery. That is basically what you need as a ball winning midfielder. So I thought he'd be better there. Akut Choban has now taken that DM support role and he is doing brilliantly. Now the wingers, a bit of a problem with our 3 finishing pick out here. And then Apolka has now taken up this left winger role with 5 finishing, so we might be in a bit of trouble in that sense. Up top we are still playing Philip Schorn, who's developing quite nicely. And then Jorg Schwartz is still the man up front. He's now got 16 acceleration. And he's still developing. He has asked to leave though. No. He got a new contract, that was it. And he got a £1.2 million release clause in there because he wanted that and wouldn't go without it. So we have not been doing too well. Prediction wise, we were told we were going to come dead last because of course we can't make signings, so they're going to think that. Our best players are rated terribly, so hopefully we can do enough to stay up. In the academy wise, we have Mendelkov, who is developing nicely. We don't have attacking midfielder, so I don't know if he's playing any games down there. Marcus Mushig, they want me to move his squad to Unterhaching 2. We can put him in the second team. And Tremel is another midfielder. In the U19s we have Estel, who I think could become a good player for us in the next year. We can move him up to the second team along with Bakic and Jagnak. Star rating wise, in the first team we can't really trust it because now the team has gone very downhill. So Jorg Schwartz is rated 4 stars for our team. I don't think he is 4 stars. Like in general, he can be a Bundesliga striker. He's a decent Bundesliga too, so I guess that rating is alright. But we do have some trouble with getting some players through. Hopefully with the upgrade to the facilities, we can get some decent players through. Alright, with that, I'll see you when we get those players through from the youth intake. Okay, so if you guys remember correctly, we actually upgraded our academy coaching and youth recruitment. So what that means is our youth intakes will probably be better. But not only that, we got in a new head of youth development, 19, working with youngsters, 17, 19. He's great for the job. The personality is very loyal. I don't really know where you find their actual personalities, to be fair, like what they're going to put onto a person. I guess very loyal is nice. But anyway, that's given us a youth intake that looks like this. We have 2 elite talents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 top talents. And a couple good talents, so let's get this started. I'm not going to hold off for you. We have Holger Wagner, who 185 centimeters at 15 is very tall. He's alright. Good jump and reach. Bad heading. Alright, nothing too special. He'll probably get signed up. Ralph Lytle. Fast. He'll probably get to like 19 acceleration if he works on it. First touch not great. Anticipation, his mentals are poor, but could be a decent winger. Could be. Yeah, I won't doubt him. Omer Gorglu. Not for me. Not my type of player. Evans Abba. He could be decent. He's not rated too highly here, but he definitely could be decent. He just needs to work on that anticipation in his passing, and he'll be good. He's got the Holy Trinity in there, as people like to call it. This guy is a defender. Valentin Tresk. Is he just German? Seems to be just German. Nothing too special about him. Let's look here. Manuel Rumel. This is definitely, you can see an upgrade on last year to this year. Because if this guy's 3.5 star potential, 1 star, he's pretty good. His base stats are all very nice for that attacking midfielder, maybe even shadow striker. His concentration's just not high enough, but everything else looks very solid. So he's pretty decent. Fritz Dunholtz. I think that's our new left back. We've been struggling for the left back position. I think we just found it. 15, so he won't be able to get into the team until January next season because of his birthday being September. So he misses the August registration. But his stats look pretty good. Driven. I think I'm going to like to use him as the left back. Dmitry Lukin. Russian. Fast. He has good finishing. Dribbling's great. Just his first touch is letting him down. And his mentals. He could be alright. Augustine Abouagie. He is not in that role. He's a deep line playmaker support. He looks great. He does look fantastic. I've got to say, his marking's too low for him to be a proper DM. So, a playmaker would make sense on him. Yeah, he's good. I like him. Paul Furhoyt. He's got good aerial reach, reflexes. I think this is the goalie, because our other goalie that's at the club, who came through the youth intake, is Nick Jonas Stad, and he doesn't have good aerial reach. His reflexes are way better, but his aerial reach tells you something. Neither of them are too tall, but yeah, he's faster as well. Yeah, Paul's probably our goalkeeper. You'll see him around probably. Kevin Piper. Fast. Well, he gets up to speed fast. He's just all round not there, but he can definitely get there. You can see the potential in him. Not necessarily a finisher, but he can't cross either. Bit of a weird one here. Yeah, okay, he's good though. And last but not least, Stefan Bremer. I think this is our centre back for the future. Yes, he is. He's our centre back for the future. That's pretty good. I like that. Alright, gonna get to the end of the season. No spoilers just yet. Although you can probably see in the top there. we'll get to the end of the season and I'll show you how well we've been doing and some development because that's all we want to see, some great development from these players. So, see you at the end of the season. Alright then, guys, season 3 has come to an end and that's a successful season, you've got to say. 8th place in the league. We just get into here, 8th place in the league. 14 wins, 13 losses, 7 draws. That's a positive season, although we had a minus goal difference with one of the worst goal records, well, goals conceded records in the league. We scored the 5th best amount of goals. But you look here, you're like, where are those goals coming from? Yeah, that's it's been a problem. Finishing in that place, right? 8th place give us £10 million. Now that has just saved the club. Saved the club. Right now actually, we should request this stuff here to try and get a little increase already on the next season. So, other ways that the club was changed came in January when we had 2 outgoings, with Stefan Frangen being sniped off us for 2.6 million, could rise to 5, but he's gone to RB Leipzig and was loaned back to us for the rest of the season. We did not have another right back, so we kind of needed him, and they offered it to us again. I wasn't going out looking for him. Jorg Schwartz was also bought off us for £1.2 million by Hertha Berlin. The board accepted both of these offers. I would have loved way more money for these guys, but he was brought back to play for us this season. He wasn't all that good, to be honest. But again, I couldn't get anything more out of those offers, so it's the best we could have done. So let's look at what we had going for us. I don't have it actually set up, so we're just going to have to look at some players that we believe we're getting game time and we should look at. So is there anyone else? No one else in there anyway. So let's start in goals yet again. Konstantin Haida, pretty sure he has reached his maximum. I don't feel like he will improve. He conceded 49 this season. And speaking of conceding 49, you need to see the schedule. Our start to the season was absolutely horrendous. Look at this. Did not win till November since August. Like, we started poorly. But in the second half of the season, somehow those sales turned it around and we managed to finish in 8th. So that was great. Anyway, back to goalie. Konstantin is alright. We're probably gonna sell him pretty soon. I've got to be honest with you. Frangen we can remove from there, and Schwartz we can remove as well. They're no longer our players. So Jovanovic, we played at centre back mostly this season. You can see he's improving in that position. His defensive positioning training is going very well with his position in the 16. We need that marking to improve though. He's not the best at heading the ball, but he is very tall. He's very tall, so that's all we can ask for. He is definitely developing. Don't know if he's going to get to be a Bundesliga player, but he is definitely pretty decent. El Capitano Ben Schlick, still here for the long run. He's gained a value of 1.2 to 4.8 million pounds. He's developing along with the rest of the team, getting slightly better every season, sticking around. He's got potential to improve a slight amount. Good player from Bundesliga 2 sides. I can see a Bundesliga team picking him up. But yeah, he's been absolutely fantastic. Let's go here. Iket Shoban has improved as well. He deserves a new contract. His marking has gone up brilliantly. This 17-year-old is fantastic for the club right now. We've been playing him mostly in this defensive midfielder support role. That's where he looks his best, to be honest. And he's been pretty good. 6.86 in a season like we've had. The down at the beginning and the up coming back. He's been very good. with he's inconsistent, but I wouldn't say that. I would not say he's inconsistent. He's very good. He's one of my favourites. I won't say he's my favourite. He's one of my favourite. Fabian Eastel. He's only played 2 games. He came in for the last 2 games of the season because I thought he was ready, and he'll be playing next season in this ball-winning midfielder support role. He's got the attributes for it. He's the man. Yeah, look at this 16 natural fitness. So hopefully this guy, he's going to take us to the next level, I think. We'll find out. You can see here, pick, I've got a specialised thing on for him. Shoot less often. Because I've been trying to improve his shooting. He's stuck at 4. He's stuck at 4 shooting. But again, he has been pretty good. 5 goals, 3 assists. We've not been a overly high scoring team. The goals are very spread out within our team. This is his role, so he's not that great, to be honest. He's fast. That's probably all you need in a league like this. He's been good. He's been alright. We won't say good, we'll say he's been alright. On the left hand side, we stuck with Kaglar Kosh. He played 16 games, scoring 6, got 3 assists. He did have quite a few injuries this year, so that's why he's been missing for most of his games. But he's definitely improved a little bit, at least. Not one of our better players, I'd say. But he has been here, so developing at the least. Philip Shorn. I don't think he's a pressing forward, guys. Really don't think he's the pressing forward we're looking for. So next season, I think I'm going to have to play him advanced forward. Move him up there. He'll like it more in there. We can change his training as well. Get him on advanced forward. Take it off passing and stick him on ball control for his dribbling. Hopefully that will help him out tremendously. Nick Jonas Stald, he got his aerial reach back up to 5. I wouldn't say he's good. We've played him twice, he conceded 4, he got 6.25. I'm not confident in him, so if we lose our goalie next season, we are going to struggle, I think, if he's the next option. Malt Apolka was another winger from this left hand side, played 17, 5 off the bench, 3 goals, 7 assists. Another one of those wingers that I had on shoot less. So I had 2 shoot less wingers on either side because he has 6 finishing. So didn't trust him all that much, and I mean the assists paid off, so that's decent. Last but not least, Frederick Tanner. He played most of the season in DM. Not too well, to be honest, but he developed, and that's all we can ask of him. Solid season from him. David Mandelkov. He came through last season. He's doing alright. Actually, I think there was a couple guys I didn't show you from the youth intake that we just had. I think I missed them out on accident. This guy was one of them, I'm pretty sure. Niederlechner. A right back, couldn't play centre back, but I think he'd be more of a right back. Decent crossing, bad dribbling. He probably won't make it, but it's a decent option. And this is another one, I'm pretty sure. Trevon Arthurton. Good crossing, good tackling. He could do well. I think he's pretty decent. So, tell me what you guys think of this intake. Pretty happy with it. This guy's developing really well. We could see him in the squad next season. George Kwame. Or maybe Jacob Thiel as well. Yeah, these guys are fighting their way into the first team. I think this guy could make an appearance at centre back as well. So, places to look out for here, guys. And if anybody wants their name put as a regen, put it in the comment section. You can be a regen in this save. So, with that being said, I'll see you at the beginning of Season 4. Okay then, Season 4. Welcome. We started the season extremely well here. Well, better than last time. 4 wins where we didn't concede a goal, a draw, 1-1 with a newly promoted team. and 2 losses where we almost had enough to win or draw the games there. So in the Pokal as well, we won 4-0. And with us to be predicted in 17th position, maybe we can surprise a few teams going into this year. So we did have an out in Konstantin Haida. He left the club this season to Dusseldorf for £500,000 after playing 2 games. He kept 2 clean sheets and left to Dusseldorf. So we don't have him in goals anymore. That is maybe going to hurt us a little bit. We also loaned out Amar Skrijelj as he needs game time, and Wiesbaden will give him that. Also, in other news, we got some upgrades. We have excellent academy coaching now, good youth recruitment. We're going to have great youth facilities and good training facilities by December. So we're on the up and coming here. We're going to get youth talents way better than what we've already got. And you can see they're developing by their stars. That's not who I meant to click on. Stefan Bremer, a future centre back of the club. But we also have, let me lock the players in again. We have newly to the side Paul Feuerhert, who is now going to be our starting goalkeeper at 16 because his aerial reach was better than Nick Jonas Stud. Maybe this guy is better for shot stopping and other stuff, but Feuerherd has been claiming balls from corners and stuff. He's kept 2 clean sheets, 7.28. I think this guy's our next goalie. His reflexes aren't even that bad. He's got better handling as well. He's faster, so I think this guy is the goalie for the future. We also have new to the side Georges Kouame, who is part Ivorian. I would like him to play for Ivory Coast instead of Germany, because he might not get the game time here, and the German national team is all just fake players. So he plays in this pressing forward support position. He has scored 2 goals, 1 assist. He's a good player, and he's been doing pretty well to start the season. Who else? Eastel. We know him already from 2 games last season, but he has started the season pretty decently. New right back, Zoran Bakic, 4-star potential. He's pretty good. He's developing brilliantly. 2 assists, 1 goal for the 18-year-old Montenegrin. Out at right back, he looks pretty decent. So yeah, we've got some brilliant players coming through. Obviously we know Kaglar Koch, but he is on the bench because I can't bench a Polka. We know Shorn, he's developing well. Eskrik, we don't really know him, but he's got 7.2 from 2 games as a centre back, so he's doing well. Neider Lechner has played 3 for us, not done too great. And Frederick Tanner, who is pretty much a bit better than he was last season. So with that, I think we can head on to our youth intake, where will have upgraded facilities. So I'll get there and I'll start recording again. Right guys, the youth intake is here and we have 2 stars here, Magnus Scher, Yusuf Aqua. But we're going to start down here to see if there is anybody who is worth picking up. We also, just a reminder, did upgrade everything that matters for this. So maybe this is why we've seen an upgrade. I'm going to start here. Kasim Onuoha, actually decent. He's pretty decent. Alright. Let's go here. Dushko. He's not great. Right, I'll go fast because we have some good players up the top there. Not good. Um, Bjorn Faber. He has good stats for inverted winger, apart from long shots, stuff we can work on. He's probably going to get signed up. Julian Thaler, decent striker. Could see him in the future, boys. We could see him in the future. Alright, next up. A man who can play all the way across the pitch, apparently. Definitely more of a striker who cannot dribble. Nah, he's not that great. Alright, Miran Rushiti. Winger that can't cross, doesn't have first touch, and no finishing. He might have the potential, so we'll leave him be. He could stay with us. Ralph, Azerbaijani name. Don't know how to pronounce that. Pretty decent. I think he's alright. He can get signed up. Alright, 2-star current ability goalie. 13 reflexes, 17 rushing out. That's quite high. He's fast. His aerial reach is low. He's decent. Anything. He's fairly consistent. Loyal as well. We could keep him on. Nicholas Dorsch, another goalie with low aerial reach, communication, command of area. Probably will not see the first team. Alright, Dominic Pop. He's going to be retrained to play winger at some point, definitely. Good finishing. He's got it, he's good, he's got it about him. Has he got any inconsistent? But he's decent. He's decent, him. Alright. Centre back 16. He can go play for the first team immediately. Wow. Boys, this guy's unreal. This boy's amazing. He's tall, he can head the ball, he's got the jumping reach, he can defend. He's the one. He's the centre back that we've got. He's going to take us to the Bundesliga. We could win a Champions League with this boy. Magnus Scher, consistent as well, driven. He's brave. Oh my god. We found the one. It's him. He's replacing Ben Schlick, I think. Because Schlick is wanted, and if we're getting money, like that kind of money, that's our highest fee we'll ever receive so far. So, Magnus Scher. Alright, boys, time for the big one. Yusuf Aqua from Ghana. He's a pressing forward. He's 15, when's his birthday? He'll be in next season, playing pressing forward for us. My, oh my, what a player he is. That's absolutely insane. He's resolute. He's works well within a team. He's brave, and his work rate means he's a good pressing forward. He's inconsistent and he's injury prone. But he's only injury prone because he's 15. He's our third best striker. He's good. He's very good. Wow. The left footed. Likes to switch balls to wide areas. He's 176 centimetres. That's not too small, but he's very light. Very light. I'm very happy with that. Absolutely ecstatic with that. How's his advance for? That is brilliant. This boy's amazing. Okay, you can tell how happy I am with that one. And if you guys want to see how they perform, come see the next video because they will be playing game in, game out, every game. Yusuf Aqua and Magnus Scher. So if you want to see that, check in the next episode. But I'm going to go to the end of the season right now, and we're going to see how we performed this season in Bundesliga 2. Okay, season 4 has been completed yet again. Well, not again. Season 4 has just been completed, alright? We finished in 12th, 43 points. It's a downgrade on last season's 8th place, but of course, we did lose Arthur Pick during the season to Leicester in January. He's played 3 games in the Premier League, although coming off the bench. So tells you what kind of quality we're bringing through here. Um, and of course, the goalkeeper leaving in the summer. But the players have developed pretty well. They've come into their own here. And I'm bringing more good news. We've had a junior coaching budget increase, youth recruitment increase, and training facilities upgraded. So that'll take us to exceptional, excellent, great, and great. And we, of course, you saw the youth intake we had. This is Yusuf Aqua already. He's rated as one of our best players, and he's 15. He's just come through the academy. This guy is world class. He's world class. We might go up next season just because of him. Like, if we lose a Polka, who is let me just put this on the filter here, and we'll bring in some of the boys that we've been using. Bremer, who else? No one else. Okay, that's it. So if we lose a Polka here in the summer, which he is definitely quality enough to move on from us. Bundesliga, he's got potential to be a Bundesliga player. He could leave in the summer, and that could open up a spot for Yusuf Aqua to be a left winger, and I would be interested to see what he's got to bring there. He's got the ability. That is crazy. This boy's unreal. Okay, so that is the best player we're gonna get, like, ever. But let's just start with players we've been using. So we start off with Fewhard. He played 26 games, keeping 8 clean sheets, conceding 36. This is putting him in a brilliant position for next season. He's turned 17 this year, so, you know, he's still developing, very much developing. He's going to be great. We're just going to keep chugging along with him. He's only a little bit inconsistent. It says he's a regional division goalie, but keeping 8 clean sheets at this level, it's pretty decent. Bakic is here. He's made 1 appearance for Montenegro. Tells you we've got an international. I think he might be the first international player that we've got. He can play left back. That's interesting, because that means we could play this back line with Cher, our new boy, playing right back. Talk about him as well. He's developed already. His physicals are great. We've not developed that marking yet, but it's what we are working on. Of course, it says he's been extremely poor in the last few games. It's just because of his age. It's nothing to do with how good he is. He's new to the side, but even those bad games, he's developed into a centre half that could start for us. So the player we've actually been playing is centre half, who is not great. I'm gonna say he's not great. He's too slow, for one. 8 pace. I think we've got to just bite the bullet and say goodbye, or launch him into the midfield. But I'm developing players in the midfield. We've got good midfielders coming through. Tanner, Bremer, Eastel. I can't give up a space, basically, for Jovanovic to go in there. But our other centre back, of course, Schlick. He is he's the man. He almost got a 7 this season in a team that finished 12th. I think we might lose him in the summer, I've got to say. He's very one-footed, doesn't matter. We're going to lose him in the summer. He might be my favourite. He's not even a regen, but he's proved his worth. We'll see if he is. He's not an icon. He's not even favoured personnel. You know, that's not great for him, but he's a great player. Akit Shoban has developed yet again this season. We're still looking for that acceleration to go above 10, but for his position, he could play in the Bundesliga, and I wouldn't think twice about it. Like he's got the marking, the passing, the tackling, stamina. He's got it all for that level. He's still 18. He can definitely improve to be a Bundesliga player. Right. 17 appearances for Eastel this season. Not the best development. Um, he did take an injury, I'm pretty sure. Major injury, yep, in January. He was out for 2 months. In a friendly as well. That's unlucky. But we have been using him in this ball winning midfielder role. His tackling's just too low. If I was confident enough to change the formation up, which I'm pretty sure this is working for us, then he could have a better midfield. But we're getting a lot of attackers through, so we're going to stick with this. So we've seen a Polka. We know he is probably going to leave in the summer, and we're fine with that. Thanks to our new guy coming through. Marcus Mushig, he scored 1 goal, 1 assist in 10 appearances. He's 18 years old. I think we're going to have to loan him out because he is not good. He's got the physicals. Like, I think we've got to work on his attacking movement. He's just not all there as a player. At 18, he's not ready for it. This is more how we've been playing these two this season. Philip Schorn is wanting to leave. He wants to leave for £3.7 million. We might have to let him go for less than that. He's not the greatest. 15 goals is pretty good. That's the most we've had since our Schwartz left. How is he getting on? He made 18 appearances in the Bundesliga, scoring 3 goals, setting him up quite nicely. He was our best scorer, 23 goals. How's Frangen doing? He went to the Championship. That's a good move. He's gonna be ready for Bundesliga football, I think. But yeah, Philip Schorn is probably the next big thing out of this club, other than Schlick and Apolka. So we've got quite a couple big things coming out of the club. And of course, George Kwame, a player that I think is better than Schorn. I think he can be absolutely magnificent. His decisions at 17, off the ball at 16. Just need his composure to go up, and he is going to score tons of goals. He only got 5 this season because I was playing him in the press and forward support role. He was not suited to that, and I'll let him off with it. Next season, I'm expecting more. I'm expecting more from his values shot up to a maximum of 5.4 million. He's a great player. Right. Onto the bench. Nick Jonas Stad. I genuinely think he's great. I think he's good. He needs a loan move. If I don't know. I don't know if he's good enough to play because his aerial reach is 5 and his first touch is 3, and I don't know how crucial that is to being a goalie. He is consistent. His reflexes are fine. I don't know if we just bite the bullet and let him play. But Feuerherd has been decent. So I don't know. Lucas Eskerik, not a player that we're going to see for long. He doesn't have the potential to stay within the team. He's 20 years old. We might have to say goodbye to him. He did play pretty well for his level. 7.2 average rating from 8 games. So, it's not all bad. But he's not a player we're going to be highlighting for long. Peter Niederlechner, missed the N in there. Unambitious. He's not going to get anywhere. Unambitious. I don't think he's going to make it. Born in 2010. That makes me feel old, and I'm 2005. No offense to anyone out there. Frederick Tanner. he played a decent amount of football this season. Not the first team games he should be, to be honest. He reached his 60th game for the club this season. It was a better season for him overall than last season. But again, probably wants to be playing more. A man that I am pleasantly surprised with, Stefan Bremer. It said he scored 4 goals, 5 goals this season. Maybe it was counting these. I like him. He could start in the future. I would like to see him start. He's decently tall. He's resolute. We might see him get more game time in the next season. I was very happy when I was watching him play. So we'll see more from him. And of course, Shaglar coach, who we will probably see leave the club this summer. Not his biggest fan. 1 goal, 2 assists. He needs to be showing more, I think. But other than that, he's alright. He'll be decent for the money coming into the club. Speaking of money coming into the club, we need to ask to receive more money when we sell a player. Actually, do we? It doesn't matter, because we're spending it all on upgrades anyway. Yeah, these upgrades are great. Absolutely amazing. Right, so what I didn't tell you was about the DFB Pokal. First game, of course, I think you know we won 4-0 there at Phoenix Lubeck. But then we beat FC Köln, who didn't go up this season. Wow. 6th place for them. We beat them 3-1. And then we beat Bundesliga side Freiburg. They finished 8th. We beat an 8th place Bundesliga side just outside of Europe 5-4 in extra time. And then, of course, we couldn't beat Stuttgart, but that came down to a 92nd minute winner for them after we were 2-1 up. So it's a very good season. Came back into form near the end here after a long time being out of it. That's 1 win in about 3-4 months we've had there. So, and again at the start of the season we were also out of form. So a bit of ups and downs. Maybe next season we can challenge for the top half of the league, top 5 maybe, with the man we need to be excited for. Well, might as well move him up now. We'll see him next season in the first team. And I'll see you guys next season. I hope you're excited to see what Yusuf can do. See you in the next episode. Alright then, season 5 begins with us in 3rd place. Now this is an improvement. 5 wins. We had Karlsruhe, Paderborn, RWS in Ulm and München. And we've lost twice to Darmstadt and Bochum. Darmstadt probably shouldn't have lost. They are awful, but Bochum are a good team. Dusseldorf look like they are going to go unstoppable this season. Now, let's talk about some of these players. Maybe some that have left the club. Because in fact, we had to let go of Philip Schorn. Philip Schorn, our best player last year, had 15 goals. He's left the club and he's playing first team football in Serie A. He scored a goal already. But you might look at the pricing, 300k is not enough. It's not. The boy wouldn't stay. He was on his last year of a contract. His price plummeted and we couldn't get any money for him. He wouldn't accept a new deal or anything. So he had to leave the club for £300,000. Another out was Malt Opolka, of course. Great winger. We know how good he was for us. It might not show it in his stats, but we know he was probably one of our better players. And now he's gone to Leicester, where I'm pretty sure Pick is still playing. Pick's not in the first team. Maybe we go to U21s. There he is. Arthur Pick. They're playing alongside each other, our two academy boys, Malta Polka and Arthur Peck. For 2.5 million, not bad. Not good though. If we were Bundesliga, it'd be way more money. And we can't make any requests to improve the youth development. We're stuck at good training, great youth, exceptional academy, excellent youth recruitment. So, let's look at the formation. We're playing a 4-3-1-2, 3 DMs. It's a variation of my 4-2-3-1, 4-3-1-2. Magnus Scher came through the academy last season. You know him. Excellent player. He's going to become world class. He's driven, 16 years old, one of our better players already. He's got 17 bravery, 14 jump reach, 11 heading, quite tall as well. His tackling's great. His marking's not quite there. It's going to be worked on. His physicals are great as well. Good player. And of course, up top, Yusuf Aqua, who might be our best player right now. 7 games, he's got 3 goals, 1 assist. He's resolute. He's fast. He's determined. His work rate's immense. His passing, his technique is brilliant. We have a player like Mandalkov, who is out on loan last season. He got 5 goals, 3 assists, and now he is our starting attacking midfielder. Hopefully he can become amazing. Let's get him on attacking. That's defensive positioning. Let's get him on attacking movement. That'll help him out very well. We have here Stefan Bremer playing in this DM role. His tackling's great. He's very... Oh, I thought he was the tall guy. Never mind. He could be a centre-back in the future, but right now we're playing him DM alongside... Or no, he's playing Volante. He's playing alongside Eastel, who is a good DM. He's not got the tackling. Of course, he can make it there. Alongside Aykut Shoban, the new captain of the side. I like him. He's very consistent. Maybe not this season. Last season he was very good for us. 6 goals, 7 assists. Hopefully he can get up to that range where he was last year. We've managed to hold on to Ben Schlick. He could definitely be a Bundesliga player. And I'd be very happy to keep him. Of course, he wasn't from the academy, but again, I've not had any offers in, so what can I do? Bakic still here playing right back for us this year. Of course, still a great player. Still a great player. Hopefully he'll develop even more. I like him a lot. Führer in goals. Having a bit of a goalie crisis. I don't know whether Nick Jonestad is better than him. The star rating would suggest so. Playing wise, he's conceded 11 in 8 games. Führer has conceded 43 and 33. Guys, I don't know. I don't know who's better. No one else of much note on the bench. Marcus Musig, we're trying to get more game time to this season. Develop him. He's low determination, so probably not going to do much anyway. Development centre wise, we have Dominic Pop. Good player. Hopefully he can come through in that midfield role as well. Abogaye, he has really bad marking for a DM, so maybe we'd look to play him as a Segundo Volante, but they need marking. Kevin Piper, a future striker of the club. Jakob Thiel went out on loan. Of course, we don't have wingers anymore, so I don't know what to do. Trevon Arthurton, future right back. When we lose Bakic, Donalds could play left back for us this year, maybe. And we loaned out Mihanovic, young 18-year-old attacking midfielder who will help out in the future. So yeah, that is all we've done so far this season. We've won our DFB Pokal game, drawn against Magdeburg. And hopefully, maybe we could get promoted this season. I'll see you guys in January, of course, for the half-season review. And we'll go over what has been going on. So, see you then. Alrighty, chaps. we have had an eventful 6 months. I guess it's been 6 months. Um, Currently fifth place. It's not bad. 33 points. Have lost 7 games, but we've not drawn too many. Turned them into wins, thankfully. Um, we've got Kwame and Aqua both on 10 goals. Aqua on 8 assists as well. You know, Aqua's pretty good, I've got to say. We've had some transfers. Let me show you. So of course, Opolka left. We had Chakar Koch leave because he was unhappy. Now he's at Rizespor. Stefan Bremer only left for £3.4 million. Look at his value. He's worth 35 to 51 million. What a player! We got him on loan back, obviously, because we don't have enough players without him, but this boy is an absolute magician on the pitch, and we were lucky, absolutely lucky to have him come through here. He's great. What a player he is. He's going to have a great career in the Bundesliga without us. Yeah. So those are the transfers. We had offers come in, of course. George Kwame now wants to leave, so he has an £8 million asking price, which we've agreed on. Very good player. Very good. Of course, we are out of the DFB Pokal. Yay! Well done, guys. But let me show you. We're sticking to this formation because it's been going all right. Schlick wants to leave. He's opting to explore his options at the end of his contract. You know, Kwame wants to leave. Tanner wants to leave. Jovanovic wants to leave. We're struggling. Look at this. You know, we're in a slump. We're in a struggle slump right now. We've just managed to get our first win in 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 games. So, it's going alright. It is going alright. Can't complain. Intake wise, it says we are getting an excellent intake. A terrific group of players. Real golden generation. And it says B, 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 C, C, C. It says we're getting 2 strikers, 2 attacking midfielders. There are 3 attacking midfielders, 3 centre mids, 3 centre backs, a left back, a right back, a goalie, a left mid, and a right winger. So hopefully we do get all of those. Hopefully we get so many good players. And actually, the next time I'll see you is when we'll be collecting those players. So I'll see you 31st of March. Alrighty then, chaps. Youth intake day is upon us, and yet again, it's a good intake. We have players all the way down. Let's start here. Kevin Pitter, not good. Next, Danny Meissner, decent. Decent. Kevin Adda, decent again. He's decent. David Heiser, another striker slash attacker midfielder. Good player. Love it. Next up, Ivan Bozic Gurcic. Nope. Mirko Nucci. Good crossing. Can't dribble. Unambitious. Great. Rakajny. What can you do? 12 heading. He's about 2 foot tall. He's got 1 jumping reach. Boring. Mastrangelo. Nope. And last but not least, Sebuhi Mamedov. Like him. Bad marking, but I like him. Next up, Tim Saller, attacking midfielder. Very good. Very good. We like him. We like him. Greek striker. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We love that. born 2012. Hannes Emde. Can't defend. Alright. Last but not least, Emery Akar. Genuinely might be the new goalie for the end of the season. Let's get him a contract right now, sign him up, put him in the first team. Alright. We have fallen off. Since last year, I don't think we even have a win. Nope, still on 10 wins. Yeah, it's been bad. It's been bad. Anyway, I'll get to the end of the season. Hopefully our new goalie can change things around. So I'll see you then. Oh my god. What the hell happened this season? 14th. 14th place. It tells you here. 4th worst goals conceded. 8th best. You know where we were at the start of the season? We were fighting for promotion. And now we're back down in the depths. Thankfully, I changed the formation. I got things going. But I'm pretty sure we're going to lose some key players this year. I brought in this guy. He might be the only reason we stayed up. He might be. I don't know. Very bad season. Very bad. Look at this. We're fighting for it right up to here. And all the way to the bottom of the table. Let's look at some players performed. Goals wise, we had Kwame, 13. He could do with some composure. I think the whole team could have some composure. Yusuf Aqua. It's already working on his composure. He needs some of that. Ben Schlick wants to leave. We're going to get him out of the club as quick as possible. We need a better left back. Mandelkov only scored 3, got 4 assists. Good player. Hopefully he'll get there next season. Caban in the midfield reached his maximum. Not a great season from him. Magnus Scher, I'm going to say this now, he was bloody awful this year. Absolutely shocking. He better have a better season next year because he's our main centre back. Now that Ben Schlick's leaving. Musig, just, Anyway, we've got problems within the team. If we lose one of our strikers, this guy's in. I think he's quality. He's got what it takes. This is how we're looking at it. We're in a good place, academy-wise. Teal could come in, do a job out on the wing. I wish I hadn't sold Kaglar Koch. This guy, Yasmin Mahanovic, could come and play left wing. We got things going on here. Anyway, that's the end of the season. Hopefully next season we'll challenge for promotion. But yeah, so I'll see you in the next episode. Season 6 has begun and we are on fire here. 7 games. We're unbeaten, 6 wins, 1 draw. And, the boy's been on fire. Yusuf Aqua has been on absolute fire so far this season. Get him in that role. Wow. Let's change his development. No, it's already done. He's already changed. He's got the 16 anticipation. Thought we would change it to final third. He is going to be a monster. We did lose his strike partner from last season though. George Kwame has left the club for how much was it? 1.6 million. Ouch. And he's gone to Wolfsburg. He had to leave for that much. His contract was up at the end of the season. He wouldn't sign a new deal. He wanted to leave and we had to let him go for 1.6 million. We do have a 50% sell-on clause on it and we got him loaned back to the club. But it's just still quite sad, and even worse, Ben Schlick, the man, the myth, the legend, El Capitano. Ben Schlick is left. He could have gone all the way with us. He could have gone all the way. But he had to leave. He left the club. The same kind of thing. His contract was up. 3.1 million we got for him, so it's pretty decent. So, with Ben Schlick having left, let's show you the tactic we are using. You're probably thinking, what the hell? It's a 4-2-3-1. It's basically the Dunfermline 4-2-3-1, but we've moved the left winger into central attacking midfield so we can have Mihanovic playing, 19-year-old Bosnian. Hopefully he can develop, and so we can have Mandalkov back from his loan deal. And he already wants to leave, by the way. Get this off him. He already wants to leave. He wants £2 million accepted, and he'll be gone. But I think he's too good for that to happen. He's so good. He's so good. 3 goals, 2 assists from the young man this season. He's a gem. And it's just sad to see him want to leave. Another guy promoted from the academy, Jakub Thiel, the Croatian winger, 19 years of age. He scored 4, assisted 1. He's very good this season. He's going to develop very well. Hopefully. I'm just saying hopefully. He's a good player. We've developed our wingers in the past very well. Of course, there's Magnus Scher. He's got to step up this season. He's not been too good, I've got to say. He scored a goal though. 17. He can still keep going. He's still in at DM. He's going to keep stepping up this year. His physicals look great. His mentals look pretty decent as well. Just he's got what he needs. He's got what he needs. Apart from the first touch, he's got what he needs in the technical department. Ivanovic, of course, I'm afraid he might be having his time up at the end of this year. But other than that, just the usual suspects in the team: Yusuf Aqua, Ikut Shoban, Bakic, of course. Bakic has turned into a great player. His deal is up at the end of next season, so hopefully we can get him a new deal. Finances, we're sitting pretty. £14 million. I'm not sure we can... Okay, let's ask for that. And we can't ask... Oh, yes we can. Let's get that done. Okay, so I'll ask for those. And actually, I was thinking, let's take a look at some of our old players. How much is that sell-on cost? 1 million. Let's take a look at some of our old players that have left the club who we held great attachment to. You know, like Aaron Keller, he wasn't really that attached to, but at his time here, he played a season. He was good. Lutard. Damn, man. He's playing first tier football for Real Sociedad on loan from Freiburg. He played a full season. He's been good. He's played a full season in the Bundesliga, dropping a 6.79, and now he's out on the loan to Real Sociedad. He scored a goal in his first appearance. Noah Gabriel Simic, our other winger. We're going to be playing against him this season again. He's not really been all that, to be honest. He's played 14 times in 5 years. What a shame. What a shame. Now, Stefan Frangen, hopefully he's getting some game time. No game time at Leipzig. You know, our players are being wasted. Our players are being wasted. Jörg Schwartz, he's playing at Hertha. He's played a couple times even. 18 games in that first season. He came back from loan and they've not really trusted him since. Another shame. Stefan Bremer, played a substitute appearance in DFB Pokal and listed for loan as well. These players just need to stay with us, man. They just need to stay with us. It's a shame. It really is. Anyway, I'll see you probably around the end of January or the youth intake to show you any sales and the players that have been coming in from the youth intake. So yeah, see you then. So, we're in January. You might notice top goal scorer. Top goal scorer doesn't say one man's name. It's terrible I'm about to do this, but we lost him. We lost the battle. Yusuf Aqua. The best regen lower league Germany's ever seen. After a great first season, and an even better start to this first half of the second season, Bayern came in with £10 million that the board could not refuse. And they've taken away my star boy. My hero, Yusuf Aqua, has been stolen away at the age of 17 years old. And we didn't even get a loan back. But we are looking good in the balance, so there's always an upside to your downsides. Think about that. We also had an offer for Eastel, who now wants to leave the club for £1.6 million. It's just these clubs are ruining my life. These players needed to stay here. Now I don't think we're gonna go up, guys. We can start this guy, Panagiotis. I do think he's good enough. He's a good player, so we're gonna chuck him in. The Greek god is what we're gonna call him. Let's put this up. There he is. Heracus. Boys, there it is. We just lost our best ever player. And it's very sad. Yusuf Aqua. But we are top of the table. 12 wins, 5 draws, 3 losses. The least amount of losses in the league, so we are pretty decent. Still do have a game in hand though, so could go back to the top of the table. 41 points. Mihanovic seems to be our top goal scorer, probably mostly from penalties if I'm being honest. Other than that, we're going to need someone to step up. Someone needs to step up. Honestly, I'm so upset. This boy could have been... This is the game changer. Yusuf Aqua was the game changer. If we'd kept him going into the Bundesliga, he was our ticket to the Champions League final. Devastating. Devastating. Alright. What can you do? Anyway, I'll see you for our next intake. Hopefully we get a Yusuf Aqua part 2. Yes! The intake is here! Look at the players we've got. It is an excellent youth intake. 5 stars. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elite talents. We've got some top ones here as well. Let's start here. Marcus Hartmann, not good enough. I'm at the level that we can say that. Mark Winkler, decent. Won't say no to him. Benjamin Gans, we need a left back. You can come in, son. You can come in. Unambitious. Yannick Perry. Alright. Okay. We're getting closer. Adrian Siebert. Oh, let's give him that deal. Give him the deal. Youth contract, who cares? Give him the deal. Kai Hornig. Decent player. Fabian Engel. He's not really got... Like, he's got everything decent. He's, like, his stats are decent, but not good. Nothing's good. Mohamed Owusu can't defend. Well, can't mark, sorry. Dunno. Norbert Filter, just another goalie at the club. Unambitious. Here we go. Haris Kakic. Oh my god, he's good. He's great. He's gonna play cam for us. Look at the stats. Wow. He's very good. Alright, Helmut Mantel. Let's put him on this. No, I think we play this, yeah. He's excellent. Very good right back. They're giving us players we need. I love it. Yusufa Jama. He's very good. Guys, he's very, very good. Oh my god, he's... Yes! Kevin Schiele. Schelle. Wait, this guy's a centre back. Oh my god, he's good. This youth intake's insane. What the hell? He's so good. He's so tall. Kevin Schell, welcome. Welcome, my friend. George Acosta. Striker. He's not a striker. He can't pass. This is a waste of a player. I don't know what we do with him. If he develops, he develops, but he's not good. Christian Fischer. Can you put you here? Another great player. He's very good. This is brilliant. Max Braun. He's supposed to be the big thing. He's pretty good. He is pretty good. Wow. Alright, that was a successful intake. I'm gonna say it there. That I'm very happy with that. Hopefully though. I'm gonna show you where we are. Aqua is pretty good for us, I'm guessing. We've dropped off yet again. But yeah, those players are going to come in very handy, either next season or this one. So I'll see you at the end of the season, see what goes on. Boys, we bottled it. We bottled it. We did bring it back at the end. 2 wins, a draw, you know. But we bottled it. We were up there. We were first till January. And then the main man left. My absolute goat left the club. But we can't focus on that anymore. He gave us the money. We had a... How do you check this? We had a board request for improved facilities come into play. We'll go to here, board requests, there it is. We're improving the facilities, it's got 3 weeks left. What will that take us to? Wrong one. That'll take us to excellent, I'm pretty sure that'll be excellent youth training facilities. Messing up my words there. We've got 29 million in the bank. This is what happens when you are a strong academy team. I'm not sure we had any other sales, nope. Just the big man. He scored in the Bundesliga. He would have done absolute wonders for us. I miss him already. Academy wise, Kevin Schell is about to absolutely destroy the second Bundesliga next season when he gets in to play centre back in November. Of course, the rest of these boys are all 15 as well. George Acosta is 16, but I am not using that. He's got nothing about him. He's got no finishing. Maybe we could train him to be a composed pressing forward. In fact, yeah, let me train him to be a composed pressing forward. And then we can see if that'll make him good enough. But yeah, Shell is going to be into the side next season. We've had people come in like Braun. Max Braun came through, played him as an Enganche. Didn't play too well, but we won both the games that he played, and of course drew one as well. So he's unbeaten in this side. Let me bring more of the players that we used this season through. Dominic Pop, Arthurton, Furhert, that's our goalie. Stick him in goals there. Mihanovic, our top goal scorer. Choban. You can see most of this team are actually our regens right now. So we're not going to look at players that don't really matter to us. Skrielj, and that's about it. Yeah, that's it. So let's go by the first team here. We had Furhert as our goalie again this season. What an excellent player. He's going to come through very nicely next season. He He's going to perform even better. It's what we've been looking for this whole time. A good goalie. He could be. It says potentially Bundesliga 2. I'm saying he's going to make it to the Bundesliga. He's a great player. Bakic. He did want to leave. No. Did he? At one point, he asked me to leave, I'm pretty sure. But we got him a new deal for the end of this season so that he wouldn't be signed on by anyone. Really like him at right back. We might switch him over there because we did have a right back come through the academy, so that would be helpful. Magnus Schär. He seems to have betrayed me. He keeps... Yeah, there it is. He would require the squad to be significantly improved. So realistically, Magnus Schär's got a year left. He's got a release clause. 3.4 million. We're going to be losing him. Jovanovic, he's just going to be a long-time servant of the club, probably. He's just a player. That's all he is. Christian Fischer, he's going to be our DM next season. Definitely. He looks brilliant. Perfect for the DM support role. He is the one to take us to the Bundesliga. He's still right next to him. Hopefully we can keep this guy around. We do have a promise that we'll sell him if that comes in. He's got a year left on his deal. 2 years, sorry. But he's perfect. We just need to get to the Bundesliga and these players will want to stay. We had Thiel play on the right wing. He played a big role for us in the early start to the season. 7 goals, 3 assists, most of them coming at the start of the season. I've got to be honest, but he's a decent little baller. Very decent little baller. Hopefully he can get to his potential. Mandelkov. Sadly, he wants to leave. Oh, man, we're losing so many great players just before they're turning brilliant, you know? Just before we're about to click them into place and go up the divisions, we lose them. Of course, Max Braun, excellent player. Luxembourg nationality, brilliant. We'll be using him all next season. Maybe not in the Enganche role. It's his best role, so I just put it on and we won games. Arakis didn't play too many games for us last season. He's going to have to start a striker. We don't have anybody else. And we do have another guy, Marcus Musig, of course, but he is rubbish. So Arakis is up there. We had Dominic Pop on the bench, playing as a backup right winger and attacking midfielder. 10 appearances, 9 off the bench. He's, what can you do? Trevon Arthurton, a backup right back, he's decent. He is decent. But we had a right back come through who is better than him. Mihanovic did play most of the season. 8 goals, 5 assists. A lot from penalties. Scored 5 penalties. Scored 4, I think that means. And missed 1. Good player, though. Really good player. 5 assists as well. Marcus Musig, who I just mentioned. Low determination is his personality. Not a big fan. He's never really scored. He scored a goal for the first team. Never been a big fan. I've been a big fan of this guy though. Aykut Shoban. He's played 165 games for us. Club legend. He's been here since 23-24, where he came through the academy. And he's been a long time servant ever since. What a hero. Aykut Shoban. Lucas Eskerick. He is one player who has reached his potential. He's not very good. He's 22 years old. And yeah, he's not very good. His average rating says otherwise. He got 7.05, got 6 assists, 2 goals. Just been playing him in and out of the squad this season. Nick Jonestad still got the potential. But it's just aerial reach. He would be so good. So good if his aerial reach was there. But he kept a clean sheet on the only game he played. 7.6. He's a decent goalie. Last but not least, we had Amar Skrielj. He's very good. It's just I like to develop the players that are younger than him rather than play him. But if he got more playtime, he probably would have been excellent. So, after showing you that, how would you rate this season? Tell me in the comment section how you'd rate this season, how sad you are that Yusuf Aqua is gone, and I'm pretty sure this is coming out at Christmas, so have a lovely Christmas time, and I'll see you in the next episode. See you later. Alright then, season 7 has begun. We've had a decent start. It's what is this? 12 points, 4 wins from 7, 3 losses. Not very good, the losses. We've lost 2 home games, had to fight for 3 away games. The fact we're losing 2 home games is awful. And the fact we've played 4. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Ignore me. But yeah, it's alright. We're going to drop at least probably to 10th. But let's look at some transfers. Yep, transfers. Ooh, 2 million from Wolfsburg. Do we take that? I don't know. Alright, transfers anyway. Of course, Yusuf Aqua left last season, which I'm still sad about. But Magnus Scher, he was the chosen one. He was said to be the chosen one. And we lost him. My goat. The 2 that came through the same intake together, Aqua and Scher, have both left us. Scher's back on loan. Aqua didn't give us a chance. But yeah, Scher's a big loss. But we can't really replace him this season, so until January, when Shell is ready to play, because you have to be 16 to play in Germany, so Scher is gonna definitely stay till January. What we can see here is a little tactic I am testing out. A 4-3-3 straight up. That's what I'm calling it. 4-3-3 straight up. We've brought in players like Mantle. He's our right back. Back it's just going to be our left back. A player like Max Braun. Although he is not ready, I'd say. Max Braun is not ready. We need the backup players. He'll get game time. And, of course, Irakis is our striker for the season. I like him. 3 goals, 7 games. He's a young man. He'll grow into it. Furhart still in goals. This has to be his season. He's not doing too well already. 9 and 7. It's decent for how the team is looking. Christian Fischer as well. DM. Just need to get him more than ready. Yeah, we're trying to get as much players as we can ready for this Bundesliga. And hopefully, I'll tell you what, hopefully we get there by the end of this season. Club info wise, you can see our excellent training facilities came in. We're really getting there. I don't think it's letting me ask for youth facilities. Apparently I can ask for training facilities, so let's do that. And nothing in there, nothing in there. So anyway, we'll keep getting into this season. Hopefully we'll be in a playoff or at least a promotion charge. And I'll get back to you in January. I'll tell you if anyone else has left. I will be deeply saddened if anyone else has left. So I'll see you then. Lads, the next time you see me, I probably won't be in a job anymore. 13 points from 20 games. Started so well this season. Even reaching highs of 3rd place. But after the transfer window, we just began slipping, and it's been, wait till you see this schedule. It's been unrecoverable. We've not had a win since September, and we're currently in February. We've not had a point. We've had 1 point in 4 months. Somehow I've still not been sacked. And I don't know how to turn it around. I genuinely don't know how to turn it around. Do I just play that? Wait, why not? Bring up Yusuf Ajana. Kakic, bring some new blood to the side. Nothing. No one's even left. Our biggest loss was probably it was Aqua leaving, but that was last January. We survived just fine. This this is terrible. If I lose this job out, I would genuinely be sad. Let me lock in some players. Mahanovic in there. Need Jama out there. Mandelkov. He's been so bad for me this season. I want this guy to play somewhere. Look him in. Fisher, play for me somewhere. Bakic in there. Mantle in there. And then Shell in there. This is the length I'm going to. I don't know anymore, guys. I really don't know. Our top scorer has four goals, and he's been god awful. Like, what has changed? I was playing the same formation. I don't know, guys. Youth intake wise, goalkeeper, strikers. You know what? I'm gonna see you in March. And if I still have a job, we'll keep playing on. And if I don't, we'll find something else. But you'll see me in March. As it's April 1st, we're done for. We're done for. We're going down. We're 10 points away from saving ourselves with what, like 7 games left. I don't know what to do, right? This is what I'm sitting playing. It's not nothing's working. Nothing is working. Since January. We've had 4 points since I last saw you. 4 points. It's better than the first half of the season. Oh man. But yeah, it's not going well. But one thing that is going well is the Youth Academy. Yay, the Youth Academy. Let's go through our players. David Dries, decent. Won't say no to him. Mustafa Fall, decent again. Good heading, can jump. We'll take that. Bianchesi, we need centre backs. Won't mind that. Dennis Brom back. Okay, good little 4 in the good talents. Let's head to top talents. He's alright, a decent right back. Albert Jajak. Meh. Luka Medic. No. Get me back on that screen. Right, here we go. Dejan Vujacic. Good player. Good player. Kevin Hannes. Oh, he's a ball winner. He is a ball winner, isn't he? That aggression, the bravery. I like him. Do like him. Martin Pummer. He's just a whole lot of nothing, isn't he? Just a whole lot of nothing. We'll see what happens to him. Andreas Weber. Oh, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's got great crossing. Stamina, natural fitness, great tackling, great decisions, work rate. This is the guy. Andres Weber is the man. Chick Traore. Decent player again. Adrian Osmani. Good midfielder. Okay. Kevin Alsman. Terrible dribbling. Good tackling. Good crossing. I don't know where this guy plays. Is he a striker? Who even knows? We'll see what happens. And then a goalie up the top here, Taha Teriyaki, he's the best goalie we've seen come through the academy. He's got the aerial reach, he's got the reflexes. First touch is poor. But yeah, that's what we've got. Um, this is what I need to do right now. I need to get the morale up. It's been very bad. The morale needs to improve so that we can win some games to stay up. Oh man. Yep. He needs to score more goals, man. We can't have the worst defense and the worst attack. Like, choose a struggle. Arthurton, right, get down here. Let's criticize him. And then criticize Yamonts. And criticize Max Braun. Okay, that should be enough. Let's do a team meeting as well. Yep, there we go. Looking good for the next game. Morale's high. Pretty sure I'm getting sacked though. Yeah. Well, the board actually, I'm doing what they want within the board culture. I'm working within the wage budget. I'm being competitive in the DFB Pokal. An established Bundesliga 2 team. Okay, right. I'm gonna see you at the end of the season, and hopefully we've turned it around. Alright, see you then. We did it! Yes, we're staying up. It came down to the last 2 games of the season. We had to stay up through the playoffs. We didn't concede in the playoffs. We won 10 games at the end of it. That's pretty decent. We lost 22, but, you know, we're staying up. I'll show you the schedule because, right, start of the season, that was alright. That was fine. We thought we were doing well. To February, we didn't win a game. To stay up after not winning a game for 4 months is insane. We won 1 game in February, didn't win until April, and then after that, look at this. We turned it around. I was playing the insane version of Morale Manager. I was keeping that morale up there. When you last year, I'm pretty sure it was way down here. But no, I changed my aspect, and I went, you know what? We need to change this around, and it worked. I mean, the tactic helped. This is what we were playing. I went more defensive with the fullbacks. Seems to have kept our defensive stability. And the boys did well. I've got to say the boys did well. I'm very, very happy. There was one goal in, I think it was against Braunschweig. Yeah, Mantle's goal was brilliant. It was a free kick. I loaded everyone up at the back stick and then I sent it near post and he volleyed it first time. It was brilliant. Skrielj, Travella shotted this game. Put it top corner. Mihanovic, this was a crucial game because Kiel were below us. Or they were above us at the time. Yeah, just absolutely everything went right this season. We have the youth academy going strong. Look, all these players that could come into the first team here. You know, everybody is looking great. The U19's so much potential going on down here. And up here as well. Up here in this first team, we have Magnus Scher. Got to give him a little clap, guys. What a player. He was probably one of the main reasons we stayed up this year, even though he was on loan. It's his best season yet. Wow, I love him. It's a shame he had to leave. But look at this. We've got people lined up. We've got Helmut Mantel to be our new right back. And Bakic can go play left back. Yusufa Jama can come in and play attacking midfield for us. He played a bit of games, was alright. He'll do better next year. Kevin Schella, the new centre back, to replace Magnus Scher. We've got stuff falling into place here. Hopefully we can get out of this league soon. It's probably a bit boring for you watching. We've been in this league for so many years. But when we get these players developed, we're getting out of here, trust me. So I'll see you in Season 8. Alrighty boys, welcome back to Season 8 of the Youth Academy Only Challenge. Today, we've recovered. We've recovered from the end of last season. We've got the best defence in the league, right? We've conceded 1 goal in 7 games. But the problem is we're not scoring either. We scored 7 goals, we're the 7th worst scoring team. Let's look at the fixtures. We've had a 1-1 draw, 3-0 win, 0-0 draw, 2-0 win, 1-0 win, 0-0, 0-0. So what's that? 1, 2, 3. That's 6 clean sheets in a row for Furhert here. If we... Where do you see? Most clean sheets. Okay, only 5. I lied. It's only 5 clean sheets from his 5 appearances. So maybe Nick Jonas Stad was in goals. But yeah, we've conceded 1 goal. And the problem probably stems from our attack. We're not seeing many goals going at all. We have Irakis up top, who has 15 finishing, 14 composure. You'd think that's enough to get some goals for us, but apparently he's not very good at scoring. He does have a 6.93, suggesting he's doing alright, and he's overperformed. I think it's more because our fullbacks are not providing any runs. They're on defend, they're not trying to get forward at all, so we are set like this. This is what I think the plan is this season. We have Irakis up top. He's pretty decent. Hopefully he'll get into some goal scoring form. Mines want him. Yasmin Mihanovic on the left. He was good last year. He's got no contributions so far. We might need to think about not playing him for a couple games to try to get him moving. Max Braun, the Luxemburger. He's doing quite well. He came off the bench 4 times. He started 3, 1 goal, 2 assists. I think that's a positive outcome for him. Mandalkov, of course, he has the same 1 goal, 2 assists from 7. He's doing very well. We signed him a new deal. He was happy enough to sign it, so glad to keep him. We have Christian Fischer playing DM whilst Choban was injured, but I think I might keep him on at DM. 7 average rating from 7 games. This guy's good, so we'll find out what happens to him. He still managed to sign him a new deal as well. He was happy enough to stay. 2034. He's a good player, really good player. I think he's reached his potential of a good Bundesliga 2 player, which isn't too great. He's only 20. Oh no, he's not. He's 22. Time flies, man. Wow, that's insane. How long's he been here? He was in the first intake. Jesus Christ. Played too much of this game. But yeah, he's now a main player in this team. We have Mantle playing right back. He's doing pretty well as well, I've got to say. Proud of him. Over at left back, it's going to be Bakic. He was injured, so but he will be playing left back. I'm happy with that. He's a good player as well. Emda, he came through the youth intake a couple years ago, 2027 apparently. 3 years ago he came through. 18-year-old now. He can't mark, which is probably a key thing for a centre back, but he's tall. Jump high, can't head the ball, but he's a good player. Next to him is his defensive partner, Shell. He's pretty decent as well. Very tall. Bit slow, but he has the ability to become a Bundesliga player. I'm going to tell you that. So, got to keep a hold of him. And, of course, our best goalie we've seen at the club, Paul Furhert, wanted by Bayer Leverkusen. We've got to get promoted. This guy's kept 5 clean sheets from 5 games. Got to keep a hold of him. He would do wonders in the Bundesliga. So, of course, the goal is always this season, promotion. We need to go up. We've got to. With our facilities, we are superb training facilities, great youth, exceptional academy coaching and youth recruitment. see if we can improve training facilities again. Apparently, we just can't improve our youth facilities. Let's have a couple of days here, see what the board say. I'll stick around with you, as I'm actually quite happy with how the season has started. You know, last season we were conceding goals for fun, and now we have the best defence in the league. The board have said no here. They're giving us the facilities. I think this takes us to state of the art training facilities, so players will be developing very well. We just need those youth facilities upgraded. How are the board letting us get away with that? Can't upgrade anything else. But yeah, the season started well. I'll see you in January, of course. Hopefully no one leaves the club. Let's cross our fingers, because that would be dreadful. It's like when we were on the promotion run and Yusuf Aqua left. Let's check how Aqua's doing, actually. My absolute goat is playing for Bayern too, in the third tier. That is devastating. He played 23 games for Bayern last season. Scoring 2 goals. How many times off the bench though? 21 times. Okay. Just shouldn't have taken my goat, man. Should not have taken my goat. Anyway, I'll see you in January. And yeah. Alright, lads, season 8. I decided to skip January. Things are going on. Things are going on. Let's just look at our intake here. We have a player, definitely a player. Stefan Bosch, not good. Levent Varel, there's definitely some potential there. Karl Heinz Newman, nope. Jason Backel Stradinger, nice, decent. Pressing the wrong button. Mattis Kunt, okay, so he's getting a contract. No problem. Ivan Milicevic. You can't upgrade the tackling, so it's kind of a flop right there. 3 strength. Atinch Kishchi. Decent player. Decent player. He'll be fine. Hussein Cavalci. He's alright. Not the greatest. Goalkeeper. Giacomo De Alessio. He's alright. The first touch on these goalkeepers is killing me off. Ersin Chivan, a defensive midfielder who cannot defend. Very nice. Be a good DLP support. Unambitious. What's going on with these players? Anton Klassen. Decent left back. Definitely pretty decent. Alright. And last but not least, Christian Harlash, another left back. Very nice. Okay, so what's been going on is we're 15th again. Things are not going well for the boys this season. We're in the same position we were last year, just I think with a little bit more points. We finished on 32 last year, so maybe we can get more than that. If we get more than that, it's a good season, but if it's not, then it's the same thing. We start well, and immediately after I stop recording that first time, just drops off. Completely dropped off. Again, it's just a normal formation. Maybe it's the players, but I think the players are pretty decent. I think we've got a good squad for the level we're at. I don't know, we're not scoring goals. If I show you here, we've got the 9th best goals conceded, 6th worst. So I don't know how we're so far down. Just, yeah, stuff going on. Anyway, I'll see you at the end of the season and we'll go over some development and stuff. So, bye bye. Season 8 is done. Another season under our belts, and better season than last year. We can say that for sure. We weren't in a relegation battle or spot. 35 points, definitely not enough. Should be doing better. We've had way more before, but it was a strong league this year. Now, player-wise, we struggled for a striker. Arrakis isn't good. Scored 8 goals, 29 games. That's a real problem. But you'd think if he wasn't scoring, other players would would step up. You know, like the squad is not bad. It's not a bad team at all. Jama says he is operating at Bundesliga 2. What are the 3-star players? Because that tells you the whole story. He's good for the third division, so probably here and up are second division players. We are looking at losing Kevin Shell already, even though he is just come through, one of our better players, so gonna have to replace him already, and it's difficult. It's difficult. You know, our youth intake wasn't too good this year. Really need to get some players through. But let's look at some players. So star striker Arrakis. I'm not a big fan of him. He should be scoring more, to be honest. His XG is not there, so maybe we're not creating enough chances. You know. Next up, we'll go Skrielj. Again, he only played 15 games. Decent player. 2 goals, 3 assists. Like, I don't know what it is. Mahanovic. Again, bad season from him. He had a good season last year. He had a better season the season before that. And this year he's dropped off. Jama, really like Jama. It's his first proper season with us after coming through the academy, and he's very good. So hopefully we can keep this guy around. He's looking to get an improved contract. So if we stick that in for the end of the season, he wants a release clause already. Yay! Right, Fabian Eastel, still kicking around. 6.81. Our midfield's probably the best part of our team. They're consistently good. It's the attack that seems to have the issues. Mantle, he was really good this year. Really, really good. He's going to keep improving, hopefully. And that'll give us a stronger back line. Bakic along the other side of him as well. I'm not sure we'll be able to sign another contract with him. He is not happy to stay here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, not happy to stay here. We used Shell a lot. You've seen his development. The centre backs probably were our biggest downfall. You know, constant mistakes. We didn't even play. I didn't want to play Eskrik that much. I wanted to play Emde. Apparently, he was one of our better players, but I saw him commit way too many mistakes for me to start. Oh, I'm not even developing his defensive positioning. That's a mistake on my part. And of course, Feuerhert, the best goalie we've got. Not too good, but he is good still. Nick Jonestad, he's still here. That's all I can say about him. Jovanovic is leaving on a free transfer in 2032. The end of next season, because I didn't play him as much as he wanted. He's not good at all. Max Braun, 6.74. I probably should have started him for a lot more games, because these lot, Mahanovic did not have a good year. You know, Marcus Musig, bad, real bad. Danny Meissner, backup left back, he performed what you'd expect. Says he's leaving to Osnabrück, so that's great. Tim Saller, he's developing still. He does want to leave though. If I go to put a new contract on him, unhappy at the club. Kevin Alsman, I brought him up because I thought we needed a better striker. He was just as bad, so stopped using him. Dominic Pop here, quite bad as well. You know, it's a lot of just badness. We had David Mandelkov, maybe one of our better players, 6.76 this season. Development's still there, still going strong. And of course, Christian Fischer, he's developed very nicely in our midfield. So yeah, the midfield's a strong point. Maybe I focus more on that. Go with this kind of thing. Maybe that would work. Let me know what you guys thought of this season. I am not a big fan of being stuck in mediocrity. See if we can make any more board improvements. No. So yeah, we're kind of stuck right now. We've been stuck 6 seasons now in this league. It's the lack of a striker this season and some poor defending that really harmed us. I don't get it why we start the season so well. Look at the schedule here. Obviously, you just remember this run we had, unbeaten through the start of the season. Immediately, the drop off happens, and it's hard to claw back. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up there. I'll see you in season 9. Hopefully we can do something.
Alright then, season 9 is here, and to be honest, if we don't get promoted this season, I might as well resign, right? So far we've started, we're unbeaten. Of course, we've had 1 draw, which was a 2-2 draw against Augsburg, and 6 wins from 7 games, top of the table. Let's check where we're predicted for. 14th, so nah, we've just been here too long. We've been in this league way too long. Let's check out some key players that are gonna be crucial for us this season to try and go up. George Acosta here. He's been out on loan. But we brought him back this season. He's got 3 goals so far, all in the first game of the season though, so not too special. You can see here, he's a striker with 5 finishing. The technicals are just not there for him, so we're going to really rely on those physicals and mentals, you know, all that stuff. But hopefully he does well for us. You know, Mandokov, Skrielj, we've got Jama outright. He has developed into some player. Hopefully he has a great season for us to go up. 17 still. Fisher, or DM, another great player. These guys are just coming through and they're now really developing. Shell, of course, wants to leave. £3 million. Borussia Mönchengladbach want him, but only on loan, so maybe we'll hold on to him for a little while longer. Mantle at right back, what a player! Right, so we are getting the players through. They're coming through thick and fast. We can't ask for any more upgrades because the board don't see any use in it. Apparently, we've got state-of-the-art training facilities, great youth, exceptional in both the other ones. You know, we're in a comfortable position. If we go up, that would be perfect. I think we'd be fine to stay up in the Bundesliga. I think we need another centre back coming through. And just more players for depth wise. Maybe a better striker, because Arrakis is also rubbish. So, really just gotta sit and wait. Sit and hope that some good players come through. So, yeah. I'm pretty happy with the squad this year, and I'm hopeful of a promotion for you guys and for me as well. So I'm gonna see you at the end of the season or the youth intake. We'll go over everything that's gone on, everybody's stats, and hopefully it is extremely good.
Alright then, we are in the 31st, or the 1st of April, sorry, of season 9, and this looks to be our worst youth intake yet. We've only got 1 elite talent, a Michael Fashinger, with only 4.5-star potential. So let's make our way through there quickly. We got Jakob Kaufmann, a right midfielder. Doesn't look too great. 5 dribbling. Could work on it. Alberto Cuevas. Don't like him. David Michalski? No. Right, on to our top talents. We start with Richard Oud. He's got 3.5-star potential and he's loads determination. Could be a midfielder for us. We'll find out. We'll find out. Branislav Jovanovic, 4-star player, could be a centre back for our academy. Fairly professional. I do like this guy. 16 heading, 14 jumping reach. He's pretty tall. He could definitely come through and play centre back. Justin Hamilton could be a good winger for us. 11 passing, 14 technique. He's fast. He definitely could have a future with the club. He's very good. Gorkum Yilmaz, another left winger here. Left only. Could we train him? He's not great. He's not good. Mamadou Sai. Again, he's one of those players where he doesn't really have a position. He's probably more of a midfielder, but he's unambitious, so I'm not really sure he's going to have a future with us. 3.5-star potential. Bismarck Nkrumah. Love the name. 3 passing though. His mentals are poor. He's not going to have a future with us. Damian Traverso. He sounds Uruguayan, Argentinian, my mistake. A pretty decent young centre back. He's unambitious though. What is going on? We've got a load of unambitious players here. Michael Heinrich. He's pretty good as well. Could be a future midfielder. Again, low determination, so that's not very hopeful. Vincent Muller, a 4.5-star goalie, could be the new up and comer. He's just balanced, so it's not all that great, but we'll see. And then Michael Fischinger, definitely balanced again. He's alright. He's pretty decent. 12 finishing. He needs to work on his composure, decisions, anticipation off the ball. Yeah, we'll see what he can do. So yeah, those are our youth candidates. Let's go and see what happened in January, guys. Some awful things happened in January. A lot of players left the club. We're talking Kevin Shell, our starting centre back, our future of the club, left the club to go to Liverpool. He joined Liverpool, £7.25 million. He was doing so well for us, his best season yet, and he left at the halfway point. They didn't even offer him back on loan either. Max Braun also left. He went to Arsenal, and then he came back on loan. What a shame him leaving was. He actually only came off the bench 10 times. Didn't even play. Came off the bench 10 times. Arsenal signed him. 3.6 million. Could have been loads more. He's worth 50 mil. A massive loss was George Acosta. He was our man to start the season. Our future of the club. His physicals were so good. His mentals are brilliant. And we just couldn't hold off Leicester. 4.4 million. The board are accepting all these offers, guys. I'm trying to hold off, but the board are just accepting all of them. But Christian Fischer as well, leaving the club. He was our future of the midfield. It's such a shame. All these great players leaving, and we don't have people to replace them with, really. If we look here, Shell came 12th in the next gen. 12th in the next gen, and Braun came 46th. So, we do have good facilities, of course. I actually want to check my head of youth because someone left. We need a goalkeeping coach. Head of youth, Joe Roach. He's a model professional. We're getting so much bad personalities. How come? He's a model professional. That's brilliant. And we're getting that bad youth intakes. Let's find a head of youth. Let's see if we can find someone better. Lirak Beat. He's only professional. I am fine with the guy we've got just now. Max Boyle. Nah, we'll stick with what we've got. He's pretty decent. I will sign a goalkeeping coach because that's what's needed. We'll look at a development of our other new right back, Andreas Weber. He's been playing alongside Nico Mantel, another right back at the club. Both with bright futures ahead of them. Mantle wanted by everyone. So I'm not sure whether to train him to play left back and we could have 2 brilliant fullbacks. Because you can see here, second in the Bundesliga, 2. We're not too far behind Union Berlin either. Could this be our season to go up? Because Since January, where we lost our players around this point, we've only won 2 games. Only won 2 games without our main players, so hopefully we can hold on for the last 7 games, and maybe we can go up. Fingers crossed. I'll see you at the end of the season, and we'll go over way more development, and we'll see if we have gone up. We're going up, up, up. Finally, season 9 is the season to be joyous. Just as it's around the Christmas period, it's the season to be jolly. Season 9. 19 wins, 9 draws, 6 losses, and that sends us to the Bundesliga. We've done it. 66 points this season. That is probably the lowest promotion season we've seen so far. Actually, there's been a couple 67s. We are just around the passing mark, and it's finally happened. Finally. How brilliant. Let's check. Can we request anything? Oh, what a time. What a time to be happy. What a time to be at this club right now. Let's sim a couple days forward. We'll look at some development after that. We're just hoping, we are hoping that they agree to upgrade our youth facilities because we're going to the big leagues. We are going to the big leagues. Let's see. Anything here? Nothing so far. They love me though. The board love me. They should accept it. Alright, I've told them. I'm confident we can avoid relegation. We're better than Union Berlin so far. Facilities downgraded. That means they'd just be upgraded to what they are now. Alright. Rejected it anyway. Alright. We're getting new youth facilities, but it's just going to be great facilities again. Useless. Upgrade that. Let's check some development. Of course, we're going to remove Acosta. He's a former player. Going to remove Fisher. He's a former player. Braun. We don't like these guys anymore. We can bring Alsman in. He played a couple games. How many did Tim Saller play? None. Yikes. Get him a loan move maybe. Right. Anyway, let's talk through some players here. Of course, let's move these guys in. So Fürhert, he is going to be our #1 in the Bundesliga. I think he's ready for it. He's definitely ready for it. He doesn't have the pace. I think he's got the stats to hold it up. He only conceded 32 goals in 32 games for us this season. That is phenomenal. He kept 13 clean sheets. He is definitely the man for it. Look over here. He's played 182 games. He's conceded 238 goals. That is insane. But yeah, he's the man. We know how good he is. He's decent Bundesliga too. Don't believe it. He's Bundesliga ready. So you guys won't really know Andres Weber. He only came through 2 years ago, 2029. He did well for the B team, and now he's done brilliantly for the main team. He's looking like he could be a brilliant player. We are trying to train him to play left back so that Mantle can get in the team, because I do really like Mantle and think he has a future at the club. But of course, they're around the same age, so these guys will be around together forever. This Weber, he is consistent. He's got potential to be a Bundesliga player. He's consistent. He makes the right decision. He's so good. He's so good. He got 13 assists in 17 games, guys. What a player. We should be thankful to have Andres Weber alongside Hans Emde. He came through just in 2027. He went out on loan, came back, he played a full season, didn't do too well, and then this season he's done pretty decently, I've got to say. I'm very proud of him. Shell left in January and Emde stepped up. And it's just great to see. It really is. His physicals have come on nicely. It'd be great if you could get some marking on him there, because we're going to need it. We are going to need it. As Eskrik next to him is not a great player. I'm not happy with this guy being in our back line. Got to be honest with you. We don't really have any other centre backs. Of course, Felix Kuhn, he's not ready yet. He's not got great tackling. He's not ready to play Bundesliga football, so we're just going to have to sit and hope with Felix Kuhn. But Eskrik, I'm not happy with either. We have Zoran Bakic.
who's been playing as our left back. We are keeping him on this season, thankfully. He's wanting a new deal. That'd be nice to get him through the door. Because we've not had a good left back come through the academy. So this guy could be the one. He was good this season. He's had a very good career with us so far. We've liked him a lot in the Bundesliga too. So, another good year for him. He still did not get as much game time as he would have hoped, as we did have Fisher who came through and then left in January, of course. But he still is still a big player for us. Of course, he didn't get that much game time last season either, but he still is a great player. Alongside Shoban, who has, I would say, lost his place in the last couple of years. You know, he didn't get much last year, to be honest, or the year before. I would say that he's played quite a lot of games actually, but still, I think he's a bit stagnated. I don't think he can improve, so DM is a bit of a shaky position for us right now. Yeah. Whereas out on the right, we have Yusufa Jama. He could carry us. This guy, he's the future of Unterhaching. 8 goals, 5 assists this season. He's wanted by Bournemouth and Hoffenheim. Hopefully we can keep him on, because he will be phenomenal. He'll be phenomenal in this Bundesliga. He's a leading. He's already off the level. He's off the level. He knows what he's doing. Keep him out on that right, where he can link up with Mandelkov through the middle of the pitch here. Mandelkov has been a stalwart. He's been a stalwart since he came into the team in 2027. He's not looked back. It's his best season to date. It's his best season. He's just been brilliant. He's been brilliant this year. 16 goals, 5 assists. It's exactly what we needed from him, and we're very proud. Yasmin Mahanovic, that one season we could have gone up was his best year, where he got 8 and 5 and then decreased the next season. He didn't quite get back to his levels there, but you know, maybe he's ready for the Bundesliga. I'm hoping he is, because we're going to need it, especially because we don't have a striker. This guy cannot be classified as a striker. Like, what is this guy? He's so bad. 1 goal, although we didn't play him. 1 goal. I don't even want to look at him. We know Stod and Jovanovic, not really fans of them. Helmut Mantel, though, massive fan of. I should give him more game time, because he is one of our future players, one of our brightest future players. So in the Bundesliga, he'll play right back, and just him and Weber will rotate. Pop can leave that. Felix Kuhn, we've been over. Skrielj, of course, we know him. He's 25 now. Time flies, man. Been here since the start. Went on loan twice, and then 2027 he came through and really started to show how good he was. And this year, but he's still playing. Kevin Alsman, he might be the man to play striker for us. Didn't score a goal this season, but he did develop very nicely. His stats don't really tell you about a position he should be playing. He's just well rounded. So hopefully he'll score goals for us next year in the Bundesliga. Let's go look at some future players here. These are players that should be promoted to the team apparently. We have this left back, Anton Klassen. Sounds Dutch, not Dutch. It's just his dribbling's poor for the left back position. That's all I'm worried about. But he could make it. He could. There's no doubt in him. Just get him out on loan next year when he can, because of this youth contract. He can't go out on loan. But yeah, he's a good player as well. We'll look at Martin Palmer here. Doesn't seem to have developed too well. He didn't get a loan offer when I tried to. So again, we're just going to keep trying to loan these players out. Haris Kakic here has developed into a monster. Hopefully he can come through and be a backup attacking midfielder for us. In the Bundesliga, I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. He looks great though. He's been out on loan this season at Wiesbaden. Had a good year in the third tier. And now he's going to be playing Bundesliga football. It's a step up. It's definitely a step up. He's going to try and work hard for that. Let's look at ability wise. We have Osmani on loan as well. He'll have another loan spell probably. Maybe he can play backup DM here, but
Here's Jovanovic. He came through the youth intake this year. Really a fan of him. He could be our centre back for the future. Potential wise, he seems to be the highest. We have Ersin Chivan here, another great player. Teriyaki, he never got a loan move, but he's looking pretty good. Hopefully, he gets a loan move this year. And Pascal Strider, who is also a future striker of the club. We've just got to be happy with these players. And we've got to be happy with this result. You know what, guys? I'm going to end here, and I'll see you in season 10 because I cannot wait to get there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you season 10 in the Bundesliga. Alright then everybody, welcome to season 10. We're in the Bundesliga. And by the way, we have had the best start we could have had, I think. 2 wins and a draw. 1 loss, and it was only to Bayern Munich. 5-0, I know. But we've had a win, 2 wins that cover that. We're on 0 goal difference. 2 wins that cover that. We had a 1-0 win and a 5-1 win away from home against Mainz. And then a 1-1 draw against Wolfsburg as well. Wolfsburg beat Bayern as well, by the way. That means they're pretty decent. Although we did lose to Bayern 5-0. So, we've started the season extremely well, I think. 6th place already. 4 points above that relegation zone. That's the most we can do. Just stay above the relegation zone and we'll be happy. So let's take a look. Did any players leave the club this summer? Not really, just a couple of loan deals. With Haris Kakic go back out on loan because I did not think he was ready. This isn't good enough. I was told he was going to be an important player. That's brilliant. Cheers for that. Vujacic went out on loan as well. Ralph, Medley, and Trevon Arthurton all went out on loan as well. So, let's take a look at some players that are going to be playing a lot for us this season. New up top is Kevin Alsman, our new and improved striker. He scored 2 goals. Both of those were against Mainz, so take that with a pinch of salt. He's already wanted by Mönchengladbach, Mainz, HSV, Werder Bremen, and Hertha Berlin. And he's alright. He doesn't have the composure or the finishing. He's working on passing. That's not good. We'll get you on composure. So he's up top. We have Jama on the right, obviously. He's been poor so far to the start of the season. He wants to leave. Well, he's promised me he'll leave if 25 million comes in for him. That is pretty astonishing. If we get that, that's brilliant. But he's been shocking this season. He's been shocking so far to start us off. I've been subbing in Jakob Thiel every game, and Jakob 7.2. Jakob knows what the deal is. He knows what's going on. And this guy, Memedov from Azerbaijan, he's come through the academy. He's dropped a 7 in 2 games. This boy is brilliant. Eskert got injured and it told me to play this boy. He's dropped some brilliant games already. So I think he might be getting all clear to play full time for us. Bakic is one of the best players I've ever seen. I'm willing to say that. The club should indict him into the Hall of Fame so far, or induct him, sorry, not indict. I'm pretty sure it's something else. Currently, I am the only icon with nothing else really going on. They don't like the other players, do they? And by the way, we came up against Freiburg here in this start of the season. Guess who's playing for Freiburg? Alexander Luther. This guy looks phenomenal. He's an elite winger. He's worth £120 million. He came through from us. That was us. Here. We developed him to do this. Sold him to Freiburg for £3 million. We better get some of that money when he leaves for 120 million. He's phenomenal. Did really well in the La Liga, and that gave him space to play loads more in the Bundesliga. So fair enough to him. Gotta be thankful he came through our youth academy, not the club's youth academy. Came through the series' academy. That's what we'll call it. Of course, we've got Hannes Emde. He is our best centre back at the club. He doesn't have the marking. He's got the physicals. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully that's enough for this season. But yeah,
The goal is just to stay above the relegation zones. Of course, we are definitely the favourite to go down. So as long as we don't have that happen, we'll be fine. Let's look at some of the top players in this league. We have Daniel Flaherty here, a left back from America, playing for Freiburg. We actually just beat them. Hassan Naipan, this league is extremely good. There's Oscar Pereira. Yeah, it's a competitive league, and we've got to stay on our toes. Let's see what happens. I'll see you back when we get our next youth intake. Hopefully, that's a Bundesliga level intake. So I'll see you at that. Right then, chaps, we are at the development centre. You can see here it's a Bundesliga intake. We got 4 elite talents, 6 top talents, and just the 4 good talents. Apparently, we've got an excellent intake. Real golden generation. So let's have a look then. Samuel Roneberg. He's got the physicals. I reckon he's going to get to probably 18 acceleration. He's a good little winger. He's not technical. He's not mentally strong. He'll get signed up. We'll see what happens with him. Another winger. Unambitious winger, so not that great. We want to take a look at him. K. Vine. Again, just like the last, he is a professional, but he's not great. And then Patrick Burns, a fairly professional striker. Something we do need. We need to sign this guy because strikers are our weak point right now. So let's just keep going. Let's power through this. Panagiotis Maramis. Good left back. Very attacking. Could we play him fullback attack? He's definitely got the potential. I think he could be good. Bartlomiej Pavlak. Man, that's poor. I wish they would bump up these just a little bit because you expect it to only go +5. He's going to have 11 marking in the future. I don't want that. Same with this boy. He's barely going to be able to head the ball at centre back. I do like his physicals though. Okay, he's decent. I take it back. He's decent. Robert Eisner, another left back. Good as well. He's good as well. He might be better than the last guy. Better crossing. That's what we need. We need crossing. So, Tim Nab in attacking midfield. We are a very attacking midfield kind of team. He is unambitious. We'll skip him. Lewis Janker. Is he the next goalkeeper? Probably not. 3 first touch. Furhart is going to be here a while, I reckon. We're in the elite talents now. Mikhail Dabrowski isn't the best at defending, so wouldn't be able to play DM too well. He's definitely got the physicals for playing DM, I think. He's aggressive. No, he'll be fine. He'll be fine, the Polish midfielder. Thomas Kesner, another right back, joins the team. We're playing a fullback attack, so let's take a look. He's great. This boy's brilliant. A bit small. No strength. This boy's great. He's got great potential. Born 2017. Great potential in him. Oliver Friess. We'll call him a winger. He's definitely not a wing back. Fairly ambitious. He's pretty decent. He's quick. He's consistent. Yeah, fair enough. He's good. He's good. And another right back. We're getting too many right backs. How tall is he? He's not tall enough. I'm thinking of moving them to centre back, but then they're just too small for that. They're not strong enough either. They're good though. We're getting a lot of good right backs. Can't be upset at good right backs coming through. So yeah, that is a positive. I think that's a great intake we've had there. And we'll look to sign them all. So great little intake for development for the future. Let me know what you guys think of that intake. I'm pretty happy with it, but I would really like to know what you guys think. What a season we've stayed up in the Bundesliga. 1 point off of the European places. We got 12 wins this season. Again, some big clubs as well. There's Leipzig, there's Frankfurt, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Stuttgart. Teams that are above us in the table. Leipzig won the league. We beat them. We've done very well here. We didn't lose to Leipzig this season. and they won the league. So only a -1 goal difference for us here as well. That is extremely good considering we were expected to go down. Of course, it is a bit of an overperformance, I'd say. We had a lot of help from this man here, David Mandelkov. 13 goals from the central attacking midfield spot there. And you've got to say, this guy's a legend of the club. I actually think he's a legend of the club. He is, he's got to be. Since 27, 28, he's barely missed a game. He's barely missed a game. He's come in. The last 2 seasons, he's been magnificent. He's been absolutely magnificent. So we've got to thank him a lot for staying up this season, because we did not really have a striker. Got to be honest, strikers are rubbish. This came up, offer a new contract, so I did, right? I made the biggest mistake of my life. What you're supposed to do, guys, you're supposed to press this button. You're supposed to press this button, and then it'll come up and tell you what he wants. And it'll come up and say he wants to put a release clause in. You scroll down, and it'll say, I don't want anything to be locked in. And they won't lock it in. I didn't do that for this one guy, and he locked in £3.9 million. This guy is worth way more than that. He's brilliant. He's too good to be let go for that kind of money. You know, he's. I'm disappointed in myself. Sorry, guys, I've let you all down. Anyway, let's look at some development here. Let's get a look at all the development. I think we can ignore Choban, Eastel, Mandelkov, Mahanovic. You know, players that we know. Players that we love and adore. And the bad players. Let's take out the bad players. Who are definitely not going to get a mention. Musig right there. He can leave. Arakis, I'm not mentioning him. Yagnak, Teal, Saller. You know, players like that. So, let's go through the team. We know Furhart already, so nothing to focus on here. He did get 7 clean sheets. We are proud of him for that. Good work by him, guys. Good work by him. Of course, Andreas Weber. We did cover him just there. He's very good. His physicals aren't all there, but his stats are great for the role he's playing for us. He fits it perfectly, and I've ruined it by giving him that release clause. I've ruined it entirely. So we can say goodbye to him, I reckon. Now, centre back is not a great position for us at the moment. After Magnus Scher left and then Shell left, we've not had any come through the academy. Of course, Hannes Emde is a sort of centre back. He does not have the marking ability. So many goals let in by him this season because he just cannot mark a player. You know, he's got the physicals for it. His physicals are absolutely brilliant. He's still got a long way to grow. Although he is 21, he can make it there. I believe in him. He's just got to put that work in. He's a good player. For the last couple of games, after I knew we'd secured survival, I brought up Branislav Jovanovic. Of course, he came through last year's academy intake. Gave him 3 games at the club in the Bundesliga. 6.4. His first game was good. His last 2 were not. You know, he's a good player. He's got his great heading attributes. I would love them to try and find him on a corner because that is what he's made to do. 14 jump and reach, 16 heading. He's got the same problem as Emde there. No marking. I think if he gets that up, he's the best centre back the world's ever seen. But of course, he's not there yet. He's part Serbian, which would be nice. I did set up a mentoring unit. They want me to add Jovanovic to it. I'm happy to do that. If we go and look at that mentoring group right now, I feel like it was a good time to do it because we've got a resolute professional. They're going to have significant impact on this whole group of players here who, I mean, they've got good personalities in general, but you know, none of the younger players, maybe Klassen, we can put Klassen in. None of the younger players had that bad a personality, so can't be too upset. Good personalities all round. So we go back to looking at some development. Branislav Jovanovic, good player. Klassen, another boy that I brought up, he might start at left back next season. 6.87 in 3 games at 17 years old. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's got 3 dribbling. That's not stopping him.
Apparently, he does what he likes. His physicals are great. His mentals are great. He's got good marking, good tackling. That's what you want. He could maybe play him with centre back. Hold on, boys. This is our. I think this is our new centre back. I just noticed how tall he is. I genuinely think we've got a future here. Yeah. Yeah. We found him. We found the. We found the man. We found the man. Let's get his passing going. This is the guy. This is the future centre back. I hope you guys have just realised you're here for the future. We had Abuagie playing. He doesn't really need focused on. He's not good. Um, you know, some of these players are not going to get focused on. Skriel, just remove him as well. Same guys, man. You know the drill. We had Kevin Alsman playing though. 6 goals, 4 assists. It's the Bundesliga. This boy's done brilliantly. This is what first professional season. Stepped up pretty well, I think. Can't ask much more. Maybe a couple more goals would have gotten us to European football, but he's a young man. Next season he should score 10, and it'll keep increasing. So good player. Happy with that. Sabuhi Memedov, he played a couple games. 7 to be exact. 6.9. This guy was good as well. He's not good at defending part of his game. Brought him on to play DM one game and he scored, so good for him. He's not great. I don't think he'll reach his potential, but he's here. Another player, Yusufa Jama. I think for the kind of player he is, it's a poor season from him. 7 goals, 5 assists. I thought he's the key man. He was not the key man. I think him saying I want to leave at the start of the season has drastically made him play worse. He could have had double digits in both. He could have. He could do that next year if he stays, because he could improve a lot in the future. If we get Champions League football at any point, this man's the reason. Just got to keep him around. Felix Kuhn. He came through. What year did he come through? 29-30. This was his first real season in the first team. He got 2 starts, so fair enough to him. He's not a special player, not special by any means, but he's going to be a good backup, definitely. Adrian Siebert, another defender who came through. He might be the future. He played 10 games, 6.6, so not very good. But he's got good physicals. It's good marking. That's what we need from a centre back. With Emda being our other one, of course, because he is shocking. Emda is shocking. And then Helmut Mantel did not get as much games as he would have liked. He still developed. That's what you do. You power on. 183. Do we put Mantel at centre back as well? Do we play what was it? What was the FIFA? FIFA 9, FIFA 21. They had fullbacks playing centre back all over the place. I might play him centre back. Yeah, lads, I'm gonna do it. They're just better than my centre backs have already got. So, look at that. I would be happy with that at centre back. Yeah, that's fine. We found our new centre backs. That's perfect. All right, with that, I made a request a couple of days ago for improved. It's already been done. We have excellent youth facilities now. We're really getting up there. Really getting up there. Let's check for a new head of youth. That'd be nice. A really great head of youth. And we are sorted. Like that. We'll just keep going down in the stats until we get one pop up who's better than what we've got now. He's not a head of youth though. This guy would be brilliant. He'd be brilliant. But it's a shame. Alistair Stevenson. No. Let's put it on coaching. No, we need it on mental, don't we? We need it on mental. These guys don't want to be ahead of youth though. Nah, alright. None of these boys are good at the job. We've had a successful season here. Let me know. Guys, genuinely, who is your favourite player at this club? I think I have a couple favourites. I did just put one of them basically on the transfer list with that release clause. Andreas Weber, big fan of him. Um, Jovanovic, I'm a big fan of, the new guy coming through here. I'm a big fan of Alsman. I think he's got the potential to be special. Let's check the academy as well. We've not done that this episode. We only had 4 players out on loan here. Haris Kakic was out. He's improved. He has improved. It'd be nice to get him on another deal next year so he can come in when he's 20 and really be a positive impact on the team. Maybe he could come in next year. Mandukov out on the right if Jama leaves. This guy through the middle. That would... Guys, tell me that is not a good idea. Let's look at some players here. We had Thomas Kessner, of course, the left back, came through this year. Of course. My mistake. Fashioner here. You know, I could not get these players out on loan for the life of me. It's devastating because it might be harming their careers. Like Pascal Strider here. Might be a player for us. Wait, hold on. Pascal Strider might be a player for us. Let's get him in the first team. Yeah, he is the future. Yeah. So you guys see what's going on. And I'm very happy with this season. Let me know if you guys are happy with this season. And we'll head to season 11. Alright then guys, welcome back to season 11. Gone a long way. And we've had a terrible start to our second season in the Bundesliga here. Just the 1 point. Let's see who it was against. Hoffenheim. We've lost 3. Cologne, Hertha Berlin, and Nuremberg. I mean, Cologne are not a good team. They've only beat us. So yeah, no sign-ins, of course. Still rocking the 4-2-3-1. And let's look at some key players that are going to be here for us this season. We've got Yusuf Jama, of course. He is looking to leave the club. He wasn't good for us last year. Well, that just seems like a lie that I've just said. It's not. He wasn't good to his level that he should have been. We've got Andreas Weber. Of course, if I remember correctly, I've been trying to make these guys play centre back. That's why we're doing so bad. It's a mistake, I reckon. I'm gonna have to stop doing that, I think, because we have not done well. Mantle and Klassen were the ones I'm trying to make centre backs. Mantle's getting there, to be honest. He is a bit short. Maybe it's a mistake. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. Mantle's our best centre back, so he might stay on. But Klassen, I'm not sure. We'll just keep going. The morale's shot. Everybody is unhappy. Dynamics looking poor. You know, I'm gonna have to sort the situation out. The club, we've got a lot of money. The facilities are the best they could be, apart from the youth facilities. I'm pretty sure though I did get an upgrade last time. I don't know. How did I find it that one time? Club info? No, it was Club Vision, wasn't it? And then board. Nah, we didn't get anything done here. But I can say I did have a comment telling me if it gets hard, I should just sign players that have left us before. And I thought, that's probably a good idea. So, like, we could try sign Lutard, although he is one of the best players in the world. We could bring back. Let me try and find the GOAT, Yusuf Aqua. We could try bring back Yusuf Aqua, although he's worth a bit too much money. You know, Georges Kwame, he's seems to be in budget. You know, let me know what you guys think of that. I'm on the fence about it. I am on the fence, but Yeah, I'm just gonna sim forward. I'll show you guys the youth intake at the halfway point. That's not the halfway point, but you get what I mean. March, and then we'll see how we do for the rest of the season. All right. All right then, everyone. Sadly, I meet you on this screen here. I've been fired by the Unterhaching board here, and with that, it's over. It's over. It wasn't enough. Let's check the history here. Let's check the timeline. Now, the save will be over at this point. It's sad, but it's got to end here. It's got to end here. Let's take a look at some of our best players ever. We had Jörg Schwartz. His career didn't really take off after his move to Hertha. If he'd stayed with us, it definitely would have. He has played a lot of games in his career, so fair enough to him. Oh, it's going to do that every time we look at something. Philip Schorn came through the academy. We all remember Philip Schorn. Was bought away by Como, and again, career never really took off. Didn't really score goals. We won the league here. We went up. With Jörg Schwartz being a record breaker. And Nick Jonas Stad came through the academy. Yasmin Mihanovic. Rafael, I don't know this guy, Yasmin Mihanovic, dotted on the line there. 100th match as manager as we won 3-0. We won 6-0 there. Stefan Bremer, who'd go on to be a German international. But again, disrespected by Leipzig. Oh, this is sad. Yusuf Aqua comes through the academy in 2028 as he continues to develop into the world's best striker. Wow, wow, Bayern have gotten the best out of him. They really have. Fair enough. If only he stayed with us. 200 matches in charge. 5 years as the manager. Yusuf Aqua is sold on for £10 million. Not even a year after he joined us. L after L. We start heading down the way, but David Mandelkov gets a new deal, and we stay in the league. 300 matches played by 2031. Max Braun left to Arsenal. And we won the Bundesliga 2 and got all the way from the Bundesliga 3 to the top of German football. 10 years pass of king in charge. And then it ends. It ends in such sadness and desperation. They sacked. Oh no. Wow. All the backroom staff team members decided to walk away after I got sacked. That's phenomenal. It really is. Although I probably wasn't the best manager there. We did something great. You guys know the players. I want to thank you for watching. I got a lot of support on this series. It's not the end of the channel. You can check out my other series that are on the channel, and I've got more to come. Another Youth Academy Bilbao is coming out. I just hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a bit sad for me. I've played this for like a full month now, and it ends like this. Okay, what a shame. What a shame. Right. Anyway, thanks for the support, everyone. That last month of the year was crazy. We got about 70 subscribers, 80 subscribers leading into the new year, and I was very thankful for that. Because imagine just 80 people saying they like your stuff or something you enjoy doing. That's crazy to me. I can't even describe it, so this is just a thank you to end the video. Yeah, see you in the next one.